All right, I've got some food cooking right now, so I've got like 10 minutes or so here, and I can do the intro for this level, figure out what's going on, and then think about what I'm going to be doing while we eat lunch. So just some housekeeping from last time. If you remember, like the very first level I played with the kelp, I actually looted the blinking cape on the prism. I think after that level I forgot to save, and so I went back in and I checked the video and I added like all the loot that I got from the scenario, but I forgot about looting the blinking cape, so I looted it for a second time. But I mean, it doesn't matter that much, right? Last time I forgot to do the battle goals. I did get opener. I made sure I got opener. I remember because it like put me behind a bit, and then Bastion, we failed Bastion, so I get one check right here. Somebody pointed out to me that I have no idea how to read. I don't know why I thought it was complete 2 scenarios in each of these areas. It's just one. So that's embarrassing. Also, I need to go through and check what areas the levels I've beaten are in, because I'll do that later. We'll update that after this level. And I think that's everything from last time, and so we can go straight into this next level. They're forced links, so that's nice. We don't have to worry about any events or anything. Let's read this, get our challenge and everything. Start Baned. Baned, are we level 8? Yeah, we're level 8. We hit level 9 on Prism, but they're forced links, so we don't get to level yet. The scenario is complete when the Fish King is dead. At the end of that round, read a thing. The Fish King's apotheosis is nearly complete, and you are all that remains to stop his metamorphosis into the Leviathan. What is this? The Fish King bellows as you prepare to strike him down. He spasms as raw power courses through him, and you see his jaw clench in pain. You are just a speck of sand in front of a tidal wave. You are nothing, scaleless. I will... Whatever he was about to say is cut off by another jerk of pain. The squall is as deafening as elemental winds stir about you, quickly filling and reshaping your very reality of the room. The very reality of the room. Perhaps you can counter this chaos with some elemental power of your own. And then we've got frost demons, night demons, and wind demons. Okay. Just 2 pigs in the first room. The Fish King occupies all 3 ice spikes. He cannot perform any move abilities and is immune to force movement. There is no line of sight between map tiles, and no figure can teleport or find focus between them. Okay. Let's get the Fish King. Oh, we can fix this. Which one is it? Oh, no. No. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so now he is centered. It's a little bit low, but that's okay. He is in all 3 hexes, and he cannot move. Let's get to the right difficulty. So he moves regular, which is none. Attacks for less, targeting all adjacents. Okay, so he hits everybody next to him. And pushes 2, and then summons a pig. Okay, but there are no hazards for him to push into. So he just attacks lightly. Well, no, he attacks for 7. That's not super light. The other one, he focuses on the furthest away and attacks for 5 and pulls it in and poisons. Then kills the closest piranha pig and all adjacent to me. Everybody adjacent to it suffers trap damage. So he turns them into ruined machines. Okay. The first time the Fish King is reduced to at most 3/4 of its maximum hit points, read 131.2. The First King at half, read a thing, and at 1/4, read a thing. Okay. Okay, so this is very familiar, very reminiscent of another scenario where there's a boss fight where something similar happens, but it's with a third health. So, most likely we cannot damage him past the quarter threshold, so we can hit him down to... He's at 120, so that'll be every 30 health. So we can hit him down to 90, but then he can't go below 90, and something's going to happen with this room. Either he's going to teleport to it, or we'll teleport to it. Probably summon some demons. Okay. So, what is the approach? Unfortunately, we can only damage him in chunks of 30, which means it's kind of difficult to... I can't go for, like, that Infuser play that we did 2 scenarios ago, where we just go super, super busted into blesses and lucky dice and roll multiple blesses and one-shot him. He is immune to almost every condition, and so I am not going to be able to get that. Okay. The food is ready, so I'm going to try to come up with a little bit of a plan, and we'll be back. Alright. The children have been fed, and so we can get going here. I'm really not exactly sure what my plan is going to be here. Anything that I want to sub in particular? Not really. Invisibility seems like it could be pretty good, but there aren't going to be that many loot tokens to get the bottom, and like attack 2 to kill something for invisible doesn't seem worth it to me. This card, I mostly only ever just use it for the bottom. Skull Collection, I might want. We start off spread out. And so that kind of makes me think that Skull Collection might be okay. Like, I mean, if we just need to deal 120 damage to beat the level, then we can play a lot of losses and just go, like, full all-in on the boss. We start out really spread out. I'll have 2 people over here so that we can deal with this elite. I guess, his attacks, one of them he hits all adjacents, the other one he targets the furthest away. So we'll have these 2 up top so that it can target Infuser if he pulls that attack. And then he would pull in, and he would blow up a pig, right? So we could have him blow up this pig because they're the same distance. So that would be really nice if he does that on turn 1. And then I guess I just go straight into hitting the boss. Do I want to just summon... Maybe I just want to get 3 ranged summons. And just target the boss. I think maybe I don't bring Reassemble or Recall. Or Coiled Limbs. Because movement's not going to be important here. I don't need to teleport summons to me. And I don't need to go for the extra stamina in getting them. I just need to go, like... damage. So I could do the Hunter Killer to get bonus damage on like Faceless Entity, because in Hunter Killer mode, Faceless Entity is attack for 3, and Spinning Blades is attack for 1, and so that could do a lot. Arcing Generator could be okay. Ooh, I start Baned though, so I guess I want the Repair Drone just for turn 1. Because I don't want to suffer 10 damage. So that makes sense over there. Any Infuser cards to switch. I just need... Yeah, I think I'm happy with my cards as they are. I mean, because when I decide to go for the boss, just like a Swift Pivot, Crystalline Aegis will do a lot. Really, we need to get down to this first damage gate threshold as soon as possible. Which I guess means kind of ignoring the pigs. And I want to build up as many infusions as I possibly can. So, does that mean that I'm going for an infusion on turn 1? That sounds like a good idea, I think. So maybe just Boon of the Tempest or Coalescing Darkness on turn 1 could be okay. I don't think I need Lucky Dice, because if I'm only doing damage in 30 chunks, I don't need it. But Ghost Cloak, that could be how I Because, like, if I get to the point where I just need to deal 30 damage, going invisible, going late, and then going fast, that could easily do it. I think I want to start with Coalescing Darkness, because curses can allow me to just ignore everything except for the boss when they get pulled, but also if I'm not going to be playing for a long time, then I don't need it. So maybe I'll go for Boon of the Tempest on turn 1, and then Ancient Rites of Power, and then Caress of the Night, hopefully on turns 1, 2, 3. So if I set Boon of the Tempest top, I get to do an attack with it. I'll have to use my Radiant Boon and my Infusion Potion, but that's fine, right? Or I could use one less if I set Dark first on Kelp, which I'm not opposed to, so 48 with 96. Let's take a look at these. Increased range and increased move. This seems like a totally fine level for that. Enemies gain a shield while they have no negative conditions. I don't know when I'm ever going to do this pack hunting one. That one seems impossible. Do I go for 2 here? It's a small scenario, so like increased range and increased move I don't think is going to hurt me at all. There's like almost never a situation where I'm kiting back away from things, except for like the standstill and melee cards from the pigs. So I'm fine with that. The boss is not immune to wound, so I just put a wound on him, and then he doesn't have a shield for the rest of the scenario, which is like totally fine. So yeah, that's doable. Slipping into death is kind of useless here, right? Because things aren't grouped up. Do I want... I think I want either Crippling Terror or Skull Collection. Because there are these Wind Demons, so getting Pierce into the Wind Demons would be nice. But maybe I'm just baning them. Which Skull Collection helps me with more. It will be hard to get a ton of trophies, because I can't, like, loot with Grim trophies, but if it's a short enough scenario and I can play Mantle of Dread and Skull Collection, that will help. Also, maybe we could get all of our attacks performed at advantage. It's possible. Okay, so I'm starting with Boon of the Tempest. I want to go slower than 48, right? So I would love to set more elements. So can I just Coalescing Darkness, and then I can just do like Infusion for Leaf or something? Or there's also a possibility, yeah, because if I just pull this guy in, there's a possibility that I could get a leaf off of him. And then finally, we know we need to heal to remove the Bane, and Launchpad top to go into the Piranha Pig. 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2. I guess he would be running away from me if I'm not moving with my top. Maybe I'll just summon. Just summon the Aimed Assault. And let's do it. Grab Battle Goals real quick. And we're ready to give it a go to get started. On Prism, kill an enemy that has 2 or more negative conditions. Kill the first enemy. Collect the most loot. 2 negative conditions. Seems doable. Kill an enemy with 3 elements. Become exhausted. Have 0 cards each time you rest. Should be pretty easy to force an exhaustion near the end. Okay. That's really good. We do get another Piranha Pig, which is annoying, but it's not that bad. So the pigs go, and they stand still and do nothing. Then the Kelp will go. I'm also going to Radiant Boon Wind. Doesn't really matter. I'll set Death Spiral, and I'll set Mantle of Dread. So that'll get us Dark. Then the boss cannot move. Right? It says he has move 4, but he cannot perform any move abilities and is immune to force movement. So he just targets all adjacents, which just does nothing. And then he summons 1 elite pig, right? It's always elite. I think I want to put it on this side so that it would go after Infuser, and so that it's not in the way of a summon. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Summons 1 pig, normal for 2 characters, elite for 3 or 4. Okay. That's fine. They deal no damage on turn 1, which is really nice. Everybody just gets to set up. So, Infuser... Do I boots? I need range, which would be wind. I could just use my mana potion here to set leaf and dark, or leaf and wind, and then I could just get the dark from Coalescing Darkness, and then I have all 3 elements, and I could pull this thing in. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull this guy in. That's going to set dark at the end of my turn, because I only targeted 1 guy. He's going to get muddled, which means that he doesn't have a shield. And then now I will eat the wind and dark, and I'm setting dark at the end of my turn to play Boon of the Tempest. Attack for 3. I did not get an element, but it does deal 5 damage. And since I didn't get an element, then now I will major element potion, wind and leaf. And then now next turn I can do Ancient Rites of Power. I don't really get multi-target on it, but that's fine. I guess I could move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would have multi-target on it. And then I could hit the boss since he's standing in those ice spikes. That seems possible. Okay. That finishes Infuser, and so now we're on to Prism. Prism's just going to heal to remove the Bane. And then set the aimed assault turret. I didn't do a mode. Are we doing poison mode? Is there a point in me killing everything else? I kind of want to do hunter-killer mode. Let's do poison mode, though. But then I can't heal while I have poison mode up. I don't know. Poison mode helps me get my battle goal. Just barely slightly late on setting it. And so we summon the aimed assault turret and we heal. And then let's summon the rapid fire with the strategist ring. So machine bolter right here, I guess, is fine. I would prefer for it to be more in the back, but okay. And we're new turn. So if I get a poison on this guy, I can bane him. That seems really good. I like launch pod here. So do I just go really fast with Faceless Entity, move forward, launch pod, and I could just summon spinning blades if I don't want to do mortar shells? Like if something dangerous is going to happen, I could do spinning blades for it to tank. I really like the flexibility of getting to choose which summon I want, either the lost one or the non-lost. So I really like that combo. It gets me the poison, then I can bane this guy. That'll get him stunned. That's just beautiful. And then on Infuser, I just want to set up... I would like to play some movement. I would like to get elements for Caress of the Night, right? Which I guess I'm not really getting... I'm not setting Dark on Prism, on Kelp. Which I wish I were, but I could just go faster next turn and set the Dark next turn. Something like Claw of Doom. Yeah, just attack with Claw of Doom quickly to stun. That sounds like a good idea for next turn. So I don't need to worry about the Dark for Caress of the Night, so I just need to set any element. So maybe I want to play a big move, because I get to do 2 attacks for 3 on the turn. And it doesn't have to be a big move, it could just be any move. And so let's do Desperate Throw. Or maybe Swift Pivot. Because at this point, now that I've kind of got some stuff set up, I'm probably not going for Swift Pivot's top. I could just do the bottom. And then I just need to pull 1 element from my 2 attacks. And if I don't, then I still have Infusion Potion, right? And that's the plan. And we will just have to see what happens. We get Special 1 again, so he's going to push me away, which is annoying. But I guess it's not the end of the world. He's only attacking for 7. He is bringing in another pig, though. That's going to hurt. And the elite pigs are hurting a lot. Okay. Infuser gets to move 2. User boots. Move 2. Eat all 3 elements. Oops. To do the Ancient Rites of Power. Get a bless, and then hit both targets for 3. So on the left... Nice, we get an element. We get leaf. So we deal 4. And he has 1 shield because he doesn't have any negative conditions. And then I guess the boss also has 1 shield. And so we also deal 3 into the boss. And that's that. We got the element that we wanted. So that's very, very nice. Next turn I can just go fast and stun. And then I can get Caress of the Night. And then I will be strengthened. And I will be blessing. Hopefully I can get a leaf after that to get another Gemstone Resonance. I can go Gemstone Resonance and Guide the Flow or something like that. Maybe this next turn is Guide the Flow with Caress of the Night. But I get pushed back, so I guess I need to move forward. I'm also going to take a lot of damage here, so we'll have to see how that goes. Prism, I believe it's the aimed assault tower first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The Piranha Pig is faster, but I would rather it hit the Fish King, so I'll Horn of Command. That might not be worth. Okay, we get 3 damage because he doesn't have a negative condition yet. And then the Machine Bolter will hit Fish King and then Pig. Oh, okay. So the Fish King will take 2 because he has 1 shield. And then the Pig will also take 2, but then get poisoned from the rolling poison. So I guess now that means that Prism will focus the Fish King. The problem is that he's attacking all adjacents. So we'll just move to... I could switch Machine Bolter to be in Machine Bolter mode to get an extra attack too. Let's do that. Why not, right? Because the boss is immune to poison, so I don't get anything by having poison mode. By being in poison mode. Actually, I'll move here. Move 2, transfer, and then I can move 1. And then now I'm in range to hit both of these guys with Launch Pod. So we'll go the Pig. It's going to deal 6. And then into the boss, he has a shield, so it's attack for 3, and it does 3. We can Launch Pod next to one of these guys. This one's going to be stunned. I don't have my target attack anymore, though. So Mortar Shells, I think, doesn't make as much sense. I guess I'll do the Spinning Blades as my summon. And I'll just put it not next to the boss so that it doesn't get targeted. Put it right here. And that'll be fine. I can't control... Oh, it'll optimize its targets next turn, right? So it'll go here automatically. Since it can hit as many targets as possible. So that'll be good. Kelp is going to teleport here, wound, and muddle, and then Bane, stun, double curse. We have to pay 1 trophy to do that, but that is fine. And now all the pigs, and now they get big turns. So we get attack for 5 into Infuser. Okay, I can appreciate that. Then this guy's gonna attack for... Man, my throat. My allergies have just been murderous recently. Okay, we get an attack for 5 now from the normal. I guess this elite needs to suffer his 11. And he's no longer baned. Now we get another attack for 5 at disadvantage. Okay, it'll deal 3. I can appreciate that. And then we get an attack for 7 from the boss. And it's just going to hit Infuser. Ooh, it does 9. Is that lose a card territory? I really want to get the Bounty of the Earth healing up. Oh, I would love it if I could pull, like, the -1 set all elements. And I could get Bounty of the Earth and Caress of the Night in the same turn with Infusion Potion. That would be sick. Okay, lose a card or take 9 damage. I'm gonna get pushed either way. 9 damage would be a lot to be suffering at this point, so... Do I have use for Crystalline Aegis? I mean, I feel like I do. Brittle is just so good. Play it on the bottom with Swift Pivot. Maybe I don't have use for Desperate Throw. because disarming myself in a scenario like this is actually a pretty high price to pay, because I think I'm probably frequently going to be short resting rather than long resting. So there's almost never a turn where disarming myself is okay. So I'll use that logic to pick that as my card to lose. And then he summons another pig. I guess he has to summon as close to an enemy as possible, right? So he summons right here. Okay. That's annoying. We only need to deal 19 more damage to the boss to get to see what happens at the special thing. I feel like I want to be in poison mode to hit this pig. So can I... I'll just need to pull a transfer on one of my summons, which is totally possible. And then maybe long-range missiles, mortar shells, just to deal damage. I know I want to go fast on Kelp, right? Fast and stun. And that'll set the dark, which will set up Infuser, who needs to move with the bottom now, but I just need to move 2, so I guess I play Bounty of the Earth for the move 2, or Crystalline Aegis for the move 2 is fine. But that initiative doesn't work out. I would like to go fast, though. It's going to be really hard for me to get the trophies that I need. Do I boots? Maybe I won't be playing Skull Collection for the loss, but it's okay. Okay, we just have multi-target out of the boss, which I guess at least he's not summoning, and he's not like blowing this up to make all my things suffer, which is good. So we'll boots Kelp to go first, and I think I'll just attack with Claw of Doom. It's attack for 4, and it'll deal 4 and stun. This guy needs to suffer 1 from the Healthy Vigor for when his muddle fell off. And then... does that finish Kelp? I guess I've got move. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and wound the boss so that he gets rid of that shield. Just very sketch, because now I take insane damage. So maybe I move 4... I'm adjacent to 3 enemies, so I'll Stunning Bracelet both of these pigs. I'm probably blowing all my stuff a little too early. I do have the Bounty of the Earth, so I do have a move 3 jump. I guess I won't be hitting... I'll just be hitting the boss. I won't be hitting 2 targets. I would much prefer to get 2 targets, but I guess that just is what it is, right? And so now it's Infuser, so she'll suffer from the wound. Go 1, 2, 3. With Crystalline Aegis just as a default move. And then eat these 2 elements with Caress of the Night. So I get to bless myself. I get to strengthen myself, finally. I haven't done that for a few scenarios, I feel. And then I get to attack for 3. Okay, we dodged the miss. It's going to deal 4. Since we wounded the boss now, he does take negative conditions. And... does that finish Infuser? I could Ancestral Blade to go again. That doesn't feel super necessary. I would like to get Bounty of the Earth up first. I didn't get any elements... but I guess I just Infusion Potion this next turn, and can I set Dark on Kelp? I can go at 18 and set Dark on Kelp. Okay. I think that'll be the play. I do not like where I am. Alright, Poison Mode goes here. We're in Rapid Fire mode. Oh, cool, we get to switch. So, it does 4... and then now I get to switch. So I was thinking I would switch into poison mode, right? The downside to that is that it puts Machine Bolter... well, no matter who I switch with, Machine Bolter is going to be right here, right? And Toxin Distributor makes sense to poison this pig. Unfortunately, I can't command any of my summons, so they're just going to be hitting what's directly in front of them, which is annoying. Does that mean that I want to be in Machine Bolter mode just so that I can get multi-target on my attacks? I kind of think it does. But either way, let's switch into Poison mode for now, and then we might draw more +1 switches. So now it's Sniper Turret. Sniper Turret hits this guy, and it does 3 because he has 1 shield. And then it's Sword? No, then it's Rapid Fire. So it'll be Disadvantage and then Boss. We just straight miss. And we don't get the Rolling Poison either. And then into the Boss, it's going to deal 2. And then Sword Propeller goes here, and it does... I guess it attacks this guy for 2. 3 because he's poisoned. It does 4. And then I could switch now. And I guess if I switch... Yes, let's switch Machine Bolter out. Hey, he did a flip and he landed on his head. Now the Sword Propeller is the focus. And I have multi-target on my abilities. So the Sword Propeller will wound itself, and it will wound guy number 2. And so now they don't... That's very nice. That's very, very nice. So does that finish Prism? No, Prism needs to attack, right? So I've got attack for 3, attack for 2. And they're all multi-target with 1 less range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess with my attack for 3, I'll hit Fish King and the Piranha Pig. With my attack for 2, I'll hit Fish King and this pig. So 3 first, Fish King, and then pig. Ugh. I deal 2 and 4. And then the attack for 2 into the Fish King and then pig. I deal 3. And it'll be disadvantaged. It would take the +1. So he takes 3. Then now it's the pigs. So we get Suffer. These guys are not wounded. Suffer. This guy hits Sword Propeller. Attack for 6. Oh no. Not my Sword Propeller dying. I was so unprepared for that. And then these 2 guys are stunned. So I think that this turn went pretty well. I used a lot of items, though. We get attack into Kelp and Infuser. Kelp takes 7. Could be worse. Infuser takes 6. Okay. Did I not set any element? No, I didn't. Okay, which is... Okay, so I was thinking dark so that I can... I guess Bounty of the Earth bottom, Unstoppable Impulse top with my Infusion Potion, right? And that's going to get the boss into the second set area thing. Man, I really wish that I could skewer the flesh here and still set the dark. But that is not a thing I'm capable of doing. I could Plague Flask to poison both of these guys, and then Soul Hunger Bane, like move Wound 1 Soul Hunger Bane to get the dark to get some healing. But maybe I just do a default attack for 2. Like, is there any chance that once we finish this thing, we just get to, like, go to a new area? We all get teleported to the other side? Maybe. Probably not. We've got to go 40 here or long rest. The benefit of going 40 is if we're after this pig, this guy dies to wound, which would be really good. We're probably due for a special 2. Yeah, we're definitely due for a special 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 5 chance we get a special 2. Very unlikely to get a special 1, which would be another summon. So, hijack seems good. Put my Machine Bolter down. Or remote control. Either one of them. They should work. We do get special 2. So... he attacks the furthest away. which is going to be my summon, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I can pick which summon it is, because these guys are both 3 away. So let's have him target the Toxin Distributor. And he kills. I'm not sure if that's, like, the most helpful. So maybe I should have done Recall. Do I really only have 1 summon? Okay, because I never summoned my machine, or my triangle pattern Bombardier. Okay. That's not good. And then he kills the closest pig, right? Which is going to be elite number 6. And it's going to make Kelp suffer trap damage. So we'll lose a card. On the bright side, that gives us a token to loot with Grim Trophies. Oh, and I guess that's what I do, right? Because I need trophies, and I played that on this turn. Alternatively, I could attack and hope to get a 0 invisible. And if I do get a 0 invisible, then I get to move, set dark, and get a trophy. There are more benefits to attacking than there are to looting. So let's do a default attack for 2. I'm not going to use any of my items, though. Into the pig. Okay, it just does 1. So maybe I should have used the Spyglass. And then I teleport and I set dark. So let's not be next to the guy so that he can't special 1 onto us. So I'll teleport over here and I will wound or muddle this guy so that he can't crit me and kill me. And that'll set dark. Then now it's Infuser. So Infuser is going to suffer from the wound. She's going to eat the dark and the infusion potion to get Bounty of the Earth. So she gets to heal for 3. She gets to attack for 3, bless herself, strengthen. Let's attack for 3 first. I don't think I did the Fish King suffer because he was at 97 already. I didn't do his wound. So I'm going to bless myself first because a bless will get him exactly down to 90. We did not get a bless. We get a +1, or we get to set an element, but we didn't get leaf, which is the element we would want. So we'll take the +1, so we deal 4. Oh, was I moving with my bottom? No. Dang. If I could have moved here and hit both of these guys, that would have been really good, but I was doing an infusion with my bottom, so moving is, like, out of the question. And so I guess I just Unstoppable Impulse. I'll reduce it to set the dark, because why not, right? Because we're not going to get anything out of it. Yeah, and we waste one of our blesses because it only does 2 damage. Oh, wow. Just doing the health automatically does it. Let's see. You land a solid blow, and the Fish King staggers back, his concentration momentarily broken. All the chaotic energies swirling around the chamber are suddenly drawn back into him. Moments later, his form dematerializes, warping into a roiling portal. A gust of wind issues forth, battering you back. This must be the realm from which he is drawing his powers. There is nothing to do now but steady yourself and jump in. Set the Fish King's current hit point value to 90. He is now immune to damage. Any figure adjacent to the Fish King may spend 1 movement point to place their figure in any hex adjacent to the glowing orb. Right now, if Leaf is strong or waning, it can immediately be consumed to cause 1 wind demon to suffer trap damage. Man. If I had just pulled a Rolling Leaf. Or, well, no, I guess not, because it wouldn't be set until the end of my turn. Oh, man, trap damage would have been so good on one of these guys. Okay. Spend 1 point of movement. Okay. What is the play? What is the play? Okay, so Infuser is done. Man, I really wish I had been right here and killed this pig as well. Because this pig's going to die. Okay, the boss is immune to damage, right? So we just need to kill these wind demons. Kelp can get in there. Unfortunately, they're not next to each other, so I can't Ember Energy Source to Bane both. It seems safe to assume that this is what all of the threshold points are going to be. So we can plan for that ahead of time. Frost Demons and Night Demons. So does that mean that we're sending Kelp into that room? If I can set up the stun on Banes, Wound plus Bane is just really good into these things. Almost like one-shots the normal. It'll deal like 12 damage, and he has 14 health, so we barely need anything after that to kill. Unfortunately, we don't have the card that adds Pierce with negative conditions. The Elite needs a Brittle plus a Bane to then have... If he's muddled, he dies to the Healthy Vigor at the end of his turn. So that's really good. Man, just trying to think. I don't see any super clear-cut path for this. At least we've already done the boss's turn for this round, right? So we can just finish this. Was it a shuffle? It was not a shuffle special 2, so we're still most likely to get regular special 2 after this. And I guess his regular move and attack is like the best card for him to draw, because it's like 36 speed, and he only hits things that are adjacent to him. And we've got good chance that that card is coming up. So what did I do on Prism here? Hijack and remote control. So aimed assault is just going to attack right here. It's going to deal 3. Hijack doesn't do too much for me, because it's just hitting this big. Does the boss add anything to all of his attacks? No. I was thinking that I could like hijack the boss to attack the Piranha Pig, but that doesn't help me too much. So I might as well just remote control. And do I back up so that the pig hits my summon instead of Prism? No, I probably wanted to hit Prism, right? We're not poison mode. We're machine bolter for multi-target. Yeah, I definitely want Prism to tank this. It is an attack for 7, which sucks. I guess we'll just remote control attack into the pig. And then we'll tell the Fish King to attack the pig. Or wait. Yeah, it's just one enemy. It doesn't say normal or elite, so we can tell him to attack his buddy. And then they all go. So this guy dies to wound. I finally get a trophy. This guy is going to hit Prism. Hey, nice. We actually have a use for the regenerate that we got on turn 1. And then normal is going to hit Kelp and deal 4. Then this guy suffers 1 because the muddle falls off. Okay. So the question is Infuser or Kelp to go through. Kelp is so low now and doesn't have the stun thing set up. Infuser does not have Leaf, which would be so good here to get Gemstone Resonance. And there's no way for me to get the Leaf. Nobody else has the ability to give it. I don't want to move over and just do like a default attack for 2. That seems really lame. But is it my best bet? These guys are also really spread out, so like Plague Flask is not super good. Oh my goodness. What do I do? What do I do? Is it short rest time on Prism? Oh, I was going to say it feels like short rest time on Prism, but that's like the worst card to lose. Which means that I would have to suffer 1, which means that I would lose my regenerate. And then I actually do start taking that wound damage. Unlucky. I don't think I can lose that summon. Oh wait, no, I already took the 1 damage. right? Yeah, because I was full health. Oh, long-range missile also really hurts to lose. All right, what can I do here? Can I send Prism in? That seems kind of dumb, right? I could move and attack with spinning blades. I have the ranged attack thing right now, right? So I would move one, spend one movement to get in, and then hit both of them for one. That does absolutely nothing. I can send my spinning blades in to tank a hit and to wound one of them. That's not literally nothing, but not legally much of anything. I can do damage into this Piranha Pig. I mean, I want to kill it, but there's also the possibility that the Fish King just blows it up anyway. And it's going to target my furthest away summons. I do not see a path forward. So maybe I need to short rest Infuser. Is long resting Infuser any better than short resting? Not necessarily. There is an element, so I can get my Duelist Shoes back with the Elemental Tempering. That is nice. I could use those to automatically move in. I don't have any card that's super good into these Wind Demons. And also, if I just go in there, if I short rest now, I go down to 5 cards. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I missing a card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know what I was thinking for a split second there. Is it worth it? Is it okay to just kill this thing? I mean, I don't even kill it with a hit is the problem. I think the focus needs to be killing these Wind Demons. And the best way to do that is to send both Kelp and Infuser. I guess Grim Trophies is fine to lose. And I just don't Bane. I move 1, move 2, wound, poison, and then I'm missing 1 condition. So I would need to go in first on Infuser. I guess I go in first on Infuser and I hit the Wind Demon. That'll give it wound and muddle. And then I move next to it with Kelp. And use my poison potion and then succumb to fear it. And then at least I get the Bane. That's a play. But the initiatives don't work out for that. I just need any default move too, though, right? 1, 2, and I can get there. So I can play any other card. I can play any card. I don't have to play this move 4. So any card that I'm not going to have use for. Claw of Doom I could see having a use for. Death Spiral would be good. Tumultuous Panic maybe, but if I have those negative conditions, that could really help. I could also just go fast and Soul Hunger, and actually I like that more. Go fast, go in. I still have to use my Poison Potion, though, and it kind of wastes it. And then if I'm using all of my resources on these Wind Demons, how do I take out the Ice Demons? How do I take out the Night Demons? Oh, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. Do I want to send Prism through as well? Do I just want to send everybody through so that nothing happens over here? That's a good play, right? That's a good play. Now I would have use for Poison Mode, which I lost. Do I just run over, sacrifice my Sniper Turret, and bring in the Spinning Blades? I need to get everybody over here. So what we don't know is once we kill these guys, if everybody gets teleported back to the main room, which they probably do. They probably get teleported back to a starting hex, right? But if they don't, if we have to move back to hit the boss, then we just send Infuser through, like, late in a round, and have her hit the boss and try to deal 30 damage in a single turn. And then everybody's in here, and we fight these things. I really wish that I had Recall now. so that I could lose this summon and then just resummon them in there. But I think I'm going to move in and summon the Spinning Blades. Because I don't get anything out of anything else, really. Oh, I'm still not getting the negative conditions, though, that I need. That's really annoying. Okay. Prism suffers from the wound. Moves 1. Moves 2. Oh, we do have just the move and melee from the Fish King, so that's really nice. He's doing absolutely nothing here. Oh, and the Piranha Pigs are doing nothing, too, so my summon actually survives for the round. Oh, my summon gets to attack, and it does 4. And then Prism moves in here. Has enough movement to keep doing things. I was looking at their card. Wind for disarm. That's fine. We'll just summon the Spinning Blades. I guess right here. And I guess we'll just have to be okay with that. And that finishes Prism. Now it's Kelp. Kelp is going to suffer. Move 1. Move 2. On the movement, I will wound. And then I'll throw my Poison Flask. And then I will Bane it with Soul Hunger. You don't need anything special. You just need 2 negative conditions, which we have met. We get the Bane. Unfortunately, we don't get the stun, and we don't get more curses. Curses would be really nice. Is there? No, there are no curses left in the deck. So we just move up here, we get to heal, and we Bane, and then hope that we don't die from the attack for 7. So maybe instead of Wound, I Muddle. Because Muddle does make them suffer 1, which I don't think I did on this guy. He was muddled last time from the scenario effect. And then now it's the pigs, and they both just... No, just this guy suffers from the wound. Then Infuser can spend 1 point of movement. And then she's here. So we just do it with the default bottom of either. I guess Gemstone Resonance. And then we do a default attack for 2 with Guide the Flow. I'm strengthened, right? Yeah, I'm strengthened. I infused last turn. We definitely don't want to set the wind. We'll take the +1. Default attack for 2, +1. It does nothing. Well, it's too late. I really wish I had targeted the normal. But it is what it is. Fish King does nothing. He can't suffer from his wound. Wind Demons. So this guy suffers 1, attacks Kelp, and misses, and does not disarm because there's no wind. And so that's just purely that. And then the normal... it can move. Oh, and then this guy... So this guy loses the muddle at the end of his turn, so he suffers 1, and he's Baned, so he suffers 10. And then this guy moves here and attacks the Sword Propeller, and it kills. New turn? I should have... It's too late now. I should have summoned the Sword Propeller here so that the Wind Demon had to go next to Infuser. That's like a huge misplay, because being able to attack both of them would at least be something. Lacerating Stabs Succumb to Fear I can't do because this guy's not poisoned. I don't have any way to poison him, though. I don't have any negative conditions I can give him, except for Tumultuous Panic, which is like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm going to need to save that for Night Demons, probably. I really wish that I had Recall or Reassemble, either one of them, to get one of my summons back. Do we just Mortar Shells? It's worth very little. It is worth very, very little. I guess we'll just go relatively fast and play Mortar Shells, because I don't know what else to do. Do I Long Rest here? Long Rest makes sense. I can even get my boots back. Or, well, of course, long rest would get my boots back. Short rest could get my boots back, but I think I will long rest. And then I just Claw of Doom. That makes sense. Maybe Death Spiral. Maybe I won't have time to set Death Spiral. Although maybe I would have. Okay, the Fish King does special too, which is like, thank you for being my best friend. Oh, I guess it hits my turret, doesn't it? And it kills my turret. So maybe not best friend. Maybe just like acknowledged acquaintance. It's not good. But then he does kill the closest pig, which is this elite. So we don't have a ton of pigs to deal with once we go back. So I guess there aren't that many enemies. There's just a lot of damage that needs doing. Only characters can teleport through, right? It's any figure. So does that piranha pig see that he can come in and hit us? I think that would be in my favor if he does. Any figure adjacent to the Fist King can spend 1 point of movement. I think he does. Well, it didn't matter last time because they weren't moving. But I think the pig will move in to hit us, which is fine with me. Kelp, what do we have coming out? We have attack that disarms coming out of these guys, which is very annoying. So let's stun. Let's attack with stun. And I guess I'll go ahead and make it better. So attack for 4 with stun. 5 because of the poison, so it does 2. And it'll stun. And then Prism suffers. Attack for 2 doesn't really do much. And I don't have any summons out, so I can't hijack. I mean, I guess I'll just mortar shells. Because I don't really know what else I would do, but would it be better to just keep cards just to tank with? Since summons aren't doing much. Summons do a lot more once we get, like, the other enemies in here. The Frost Demon and the Night Demon. Summons are good. I definitely needed recall. Recall would be like such an easy play here. Okay. So I guess the Piranha Pig comes in 1 and then 2 to one of these spots. So does it target Prison or Kelp? Prism or Kelp. I guess it takes the same amount of movement to get to either of them. Neither of them is closer to Bird Eye, so it goes this way to target Kelp because it's faster. And it does 4. Which I have to say I'm not a fan of. This guy suffers 1, then suffers 1 when the stun falls off at the end of his turn. This guy cannot push Prism, and then attacks Prism and does 4. And new turn. Infuser heals for 2, will turn the dark into leaf with the Circlet of Elements and then get the Circlet of Elements back. And then card to lose. Oh, that's hard. Coalescing Darkness. I'm probably not going to get the elements for it. Okay, if I move Kelp out of the way, then I can be multi-target on Infuser, which is really good. So we go at 17 and Unstoppable Impulse and try to kill both. We go at 30. 30, I think, is going to be fast enough. And so on Kelp, we just teleport over here, but unfortunately we can't Bane. And I don't have the Rolling Pierces, so that's never going to do anything. I can't attack on Prism, but I can heal. Special 1, that's going to summon a pig. That's perfect. This pig's standing still. So Kelp will teleport over here and wound Muddle. And then I guess attack for 2. Attack for 1. Oh, I go invisible. That's a thing. I guess now I can long rest next turn now that I'm invisible. And then I'll move 2 and I'll attack for 2 into the pig. And I deal 3. We got something. We got something. Pig can't see me because I'm invisible. And then now Infuser moves here. With Gemstone Resonance, which was a horrible idea. I'll move there with Unstoppable Impulse instead, so that I can activate Gemstone Resonance with the leaf. Why did I do that? That was so stupid. So I will heal 2, regenerate, strengthen myself, attack with Caress of the Night. I also get to heal 3 and regenerate myself. So attack 3 here and then here. So we get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because of the poison. So that's going to deal 4. And then attack for 3 into the pig. He doesn't have any negative damage, right? So 3 would crit for 6 and deal 5. Because of the negative condition. So, good turn out of Infuser. Yeah, we don't need to use any of this other stuff. So, I'm trying to figure out exactly... Yeah, no. There's no hope. There's, like, absolutely no hope. Because I don't have the damage output to deal with the Frost Demon and the Night Demon. I have the damage output basically on Infuser to just, like, go after the boss. I don't think I blessed myself. I have the damage output to go after the boss and get him down from 90. But not to kill everything else, I don't think. Wind Demon dies to wound. Wind Demon has multi-target, so it hits both of these. And I can't underspeed with Prism. So attack for 4 into Prism. Misses and into Bombardier. It does 3, which I guess wasn't that bad. Then Prism suffers from the wound. I'm disarmed, I believe, from last turn, so I will just heal 3. Regen. And then my Mortar Shells will attack. +2, that'll deal 1 damage. Also, this thing suffered 1 damage from the muddle falling off at the end of its turn, and then now it gets muddled again for next turn. And then I get to command it to attack for 3, 4, and it does 1. Oh, I should have done the commanded attack into... No. I did the commanded attack into the pig. So now we don't have to worry about that. We do get to worry about the boss summoning another elite pig, but that just is what it is. Really, I mean, all we need to do is see what happens once we kill this Wind Demon so that we can go back to town and make a plan, because there is no hope. And I long rest, and I long rest, and I... 1, 2... Brittle? I guess I could use Boots, I could Brittle and Guide the Flow bottom, but that's going to do so little damage. And then I'll just long rest, because I can't do much anything else. Suffers, moves away, attacks Prism. It's muddled. It does 2. Then suffers 1 from losing the muddle at the end of its turn. Piranha Pig. Oh yeah, we decided Piranha Pigs can come through. So it would go here and just wound these 2. Seriously. And then the king blows him up. the king can't target anyone, but... Well, no. He would need line of sight to blow up his buddy. And there's no line of sight. It doesn't say he targets him to kill him. It just says that he kills him. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even close. Let's just say that he can't target him since he's in another universe. So the Fish King just does nothing. I mean, it would be nice for the pig to be dead, but it also hurts me, so I don't know what's better. Infuser regenerates. Will move with the boots. Brittle with her top into the Wind Demon, who has 4 shield for this round, and then attack it for 3. +2 on the attack for 3. It'll deal 1 damage. I'm strengthened. Yeah. So it does 1 damage, which will then brittle for 2. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ugh. Kelp heals 3. Prism heals 2. Summon attacks. I can pick what's going to the pig, because the Wind Demon has extra shield. Not quite going to be enough. Do I want Death Spiral still? Maybe I'll use it to get advantage with Lacerating Stabs as like a final turn. I don't know. Maybe I don't need to Succumb to Fear because I can't really get the Bane off anymore. I can go slow and stun and then get off a Bane. Or I might as well just go fast and stun this pig. Long rest, because that I think makes sense. Because there's very little damage output coming out here that's scary. Could launch pod to get the spinning blades out is fine. And then I guess heal. I don't think much matters here. Let's attack with stun. It's going to deal 3 because this guy had no negative conditions. Actually, I'll move and wound him first, so it does deal 1 more. And then give him the stun. I think I missed an XP on this earlier. And then the Wind Demon will suffer. We'll move. Actually, I can move it this way so that it's Bombardier's focus. And then attacks for 4, and it'll deal 3. And pull, which will make it suffer. This thing suffers, and then the stun falls off at the end of its turn, and it suffers. Bombardier will go here and deal 1 damage and muddle. Good job, Bombardier. Prism is going to heal 3 and regenerate, and then attack for 3 with Launch Pod. Let's go into the pig. Oh, I get to hit both, actually, because I'm in rapid fire. So pig and then other guy. It would poison? No, it would just take the first one, which is a +1. So it actually does deal 1 damage, and here it does 4. And then I can transfer if I want. I don't really want. And then I'll summon the sword propeller with my top. Adjacent to one of the targets. And then the Fish King summons another pig. This is going so poorly. Infuser will heal herself, which means she gains regenerate. This comes down. And she has no cards. Gets this back. She'll Circle of Elements into Leaf. And so, do I Gemstone Resonance while I'm here? Crystalline Aegis plus Guide the Flow. Or maybe Crystalline Aegis I need, like, ways to deal 30 damage to the boss in a single turn, right? So Swift Pivot and Crystalline Aegis can do it. Well, no, those can't do it. That's just attack for 4. That's not enough. If it draws a Bless into the Brittle. So 4, like a rolling +1 to make it 5. And then Bless to make it 10. And then Brittle to make it 20. So we need a lot of rollings to make that work. I was hoping that Power Potion, Frenzy Potion, Ancestral Blade could get it in a single turn, and that Crystalline Aegis and Swift Pivot could get it in a single turn. But I don't think that's realistic. Guide the Flow, Unstoppable Impulse does good damage. Maybe that's what I go for right now. I just hope that I kill this thing quickly, and then I can, like, double target the boss. I won't be strengthened, but I can Helm to conserve one of my elements. I'll just go fast, and I'll try to hit this thing. And I'm not invisible, so I don't get teleport. We can Muddle. Muddle deals 1 damage because of our challenge. So, Prism, this thing will attack the pig and deal 3. And then I have attack for 2, and it does no damage. Oh no, my sword would have attacked here and deal 1, and then I do 1 damage here. So what more could you ask for, right? This thing's just gonna hit the sword propeller and heal 1, so that's not that bad. Kelp, I guess, is gonna teleport over here and Muddle, so that this thing dies on its turn. But that's before Infuser, unfortunately. So I can do attack for 1. And it does no damage. And then I can do attack for 2. And make it attack for 3. And I gain a trophy. Attack for 3 with a +1. Does it really only deal 1 damage? Yeah, it does. I needed to use the Ember Energy Source to kill it. And then now it goes after Infuser, so Infuser has to waste one of her attacks. I guess Infuser will do the bottom attack for 3. And it misses. And she's not strengthened. So she'll do the top attack for 5. And it does 6, 7, 8. That'll kill. And we kill them and we get to read the thing, but it's not going to help. 184. Relocate all characters on that tile to any empty starting hexes or the closest empty starting hexes, and relocate all summons and tokens to viable hexes closest to their character. Then remove everything else except the glowing orb. The Fish King can now be damaged. That's so bad. I guess this thing just dies. I don't know if the pigs can go through. And then I guess the boss suffers 1. Oh my gosh, how do I do this? Wow. Wow. Okay. I would love to find out what is next. Frost Demons or Night Demons? I'm going to guess it's Frost Demons. I really thought it was going to be a lot easier to take out those Wind Demons. I really thought. It's just the way they're spread out. It's very difficult. I don't think I summoned yet for this turn. He just keeps getting this summon card. It's really annoying. Alright, well, we're new turn. Let's just all in the boss and find out what he does. Nope, not that. That. Long rest, it's fine. I think I can get there. So Infuser is going to swift pivot 1, 2, 3. And then I can hit like this to hit the boss. Attack for 4 will make it attack for 6. It does 7. And then I get to move again. And then I will Ancestral Blade, so attack for 5. I might as well go here, right? Into the boss. So we get 5, 7 crits for 14. We need to deal 8 more, and then into this guy, attack for 5. 6, 7, 8. Let's take 7 and leave. And then attack both of them. Oh, I didn't strengthen myself. I didn't heal. I didn't bless myself. And then Frenzy Potion. So into the boss, attack for 6. Does 8. Wow, so it really took a lot to actually get that. 3 Night Demons. Oh, no. Oh, okay. We need to keep in mind the whole element thing. So we need to have leaf set when we go in the first time, and then we need to have light set when we destroy it the second time, which is doable for me. I might want, like, mana potions on some of my other characters, rather than just Infuser. Okay. So they would just suffer trap damage, right? Yeah. All characters had +1 to all attacks targeting Night Demons. Did we have something like that against the Frost Demons? Wind Demons? No, we did not. Okay, so +1 to all attacks targeting Night Demons. That's nice. Now I really want to find out what we get for getting the Frost Demons, but I don't think we're going to get there. I don't think it's possible. I really didn't want to be hitting this guy because he's going to pull me and then... Oh, he can make this one be the one that dies. Alright, I guess that finishes Infuser. I don't think she has anything else. So the Fish King will now attack the Infuser. And she will take... she will get missed, actually. And she gets poisoned. And then he will kill Piranha Pig 6. So that's definitely the better one. Then this guy will suffer. He'll suffer 1 from the muddle going off. And he just wounds Infuser, which does nothing. And then this thing will attack the pig. I get a move too. This thing will die. And I long rested my other characters. Did I ever brittle the boss? I don't think I did. I didn't. So I shouldn't have used all of the stuff that I did. Okay, well, that just is what it is, right? It's one way, right? Yeah, so these things can't go through onto this side, but you can go from this side to that side. Man, so we're not even halfway. Alright, so it is tomorrow. I didn't save last time. But that's okay. We just won't get any of that gold or experience or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to town. Mostly because I was thinking about it last night, and I have a plan, a strategy, involving the level 9 card for Prism. So, let's go through this outpost phase real quick. Pass a week. Algox customs require regular combat with others in the region as a show of competence, and Algox explains to an assembly of Frosthaven leadership. Our customs cannot be abandoned, but we Frostspeakers will not violate our treaty with an attack on Frosthaven. Eros, a well-heeled local Savas with a penchant for drama, jumps in. So we will arrange a mock battle. The Algox will attack the outpost, and we shall defend, but without any true loss of life or property. If it's trying to contain its excitement, it's failing. Mayor Satha has been trying to make sense of all this, but she throws up her hands. Well, whatever keeps the peace, I guess. Go play your games. One more thing, the Frostspeaker says as he turns to your group. Those who bear our mark, the allies of the Frost, are honorary members of our tribe. Thus, you may fight at our side in this battle for glory of the Frostspeakers, or you may defend the outpost. The choice is yours. Either attack or defend Frosthaven. Let's defend it. So option B. You line up at dawn next to Eros, who's wearing a full chain suit with his flowing black scarf. The Savas looks very excited as the Algox line appears on the ridge. For the below threat, gain 1 morale each time a building is successfully defended. Buildings suffer no penalties for being damaged or wrecked. Okay, nice. So I gain morale for defending. We've got 35, target 5. It doesn't matter what they're targeting, though. So anytime we go above plus 10 or better, we get a morale. So 1 morale, no morale, no morale, no morale, 2 morale. Okay. That's fine. That's not bad. The false battle is followed by a real ale in a toast to your alliance. The revelry certainly beats up the cleanup after that normally follows an attack. Gain a check mark each. I will take that. So I really, really, really would love to get a check mark in this scenario, and like maybe level. That's probably not very realistic, but I would love to start getting advantage on all my invisibles attacks. That would be really, really nice. All right, we spend 18 gold, and then I'm going to spend an additional 5, so I'll go down to 2. Let's give it all to Hive, because I know there were some items I wanted to buy on Prism. And then I spent an additional 5 to get 2 blesses. So that finishes that. Then we get our garden. Oh, we upgraded the garden last time. So what can I... Flame fruit, snow thistle. Move those up. Okay. Let's do the snow thistle, I think. So we'll put 1 snow thistle in the garden. There we go. And now we get 1 of each of those each time we come back. Nothing else to do during the day. And so now it's downtime. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, and then I'll show it. Okay, I think I planned things out. So starting on kelp. So we've got 35 gold. I'm going to sell the blinking cape for 25. So that's going to put us up to 60 gold. And then I'm going to spend 40 to buy this doom powder. During your attack, add stun, poison, and curse to an attack. So that's going to take us down to 20. Put in doom powder. Then I'm going to pay an arrow vine, an axe nut, and a corpse cap. So axe nut, corpse cap, and then I have to 2 for 1. So I will do flame fruit and flame fruit for the other ingredient. And now I get a major power potion. Oh, that's difficult. What am I dropping? Plague flask, maybe? That's fine. That's a tough call. Then Infuser, I'm not changing anything. I just like moved around the items that I'm like already holding. Took off Precision Potion to go for Lucky Dice. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I could go without some of these elements, but I feel like I could maybe go without either Infusion or Major Element Potion, but I don't want to like lose because I don't have them, you know? And then I threw in the level 2 card with the heal, but I'm probably going to play it for the bottom to get that ward. Prism, well, we'll finish items first, right? So I want this major stamina potion. So it's going to be Snow Thistle, Axe Nut. Snow Thistle, Axe Nut. And then I need an Arrow Vine, so I'll get the Arrow Vine from this stamina potion. So I sell my regular stamina potion, but get a major stamina potion. What am I doing? Potions go here. Then, this Master Scepter costs item 9, which costs 1 wood, 1 hide, and item 25, which I've got item 25 right here. And then I just need 1 wood, 1 hide. And then I'm going to go for this shell armor, 1 wood, 2 metal, 2 hide. Actually, no, I keep this. 1 wood, 2 metal, 2 hide. I'm not going to really be running summons, so I don't really need the summon shield, right? And so get rid of that. And then I think that the scepter is just better. During your turn, heal and ward an ally at range 2, rather than regenerating. So more for damage prevention, but also like it can emergency remove wounds, and wounds are a big thing in this scenario since Piranha Pigs wound with every attack. With that in mind, since we now level up to level 9, we'll gain wound immunity, and then 2 choices here, and I know what I'm doing. So we've got Disassemble, which is the level 1 card, plus an extra transfer and an attack 3. On bottom, kill all your summons from actions with lost icons, so everyone except for the spinning blades. Kill all of your summons, and for each summon killed, Brittle and Bane. On the other side, we've got a really interesting summon. 9 health, move 2, attack 4, with shield 1 and pierce 3. So, like, it can hit any shielded target. It doesn't mind hitting retaliate targets, because it's got 9 health, and you can just transfer into it to heal it up. 9 health, shield 1. If you give it extra shield, like, it can survive an attack for 10 with like a +1. And then its mode is very, very, very good. During order of initiative, increase your initiative by 15. But that means if you transfer into it, like, first of all, if you want to go slow, cool, you're going slow. If you don't want to go slow, you just transfer into it by having one of your summons pull a +1 transfer, and then you get to add +3 damage to your first attack each round. So like you just transfer in and do +3, and then you transfer out, like something like Faceless Entity, with like, I don't know, Launch Pod Bottom. Boom, done. That's like crazy good. And then the bottom's okay. Like it's slow shield card, but you make things suffer too. So like move and make things suffer too is good. But we're going Disassemble. And so I've got 3 cards I want to add, and so I need to remove some cards. I want to run a ton of summons because I'm going to hopefully get a lot out of this Brittle Bane. So we can drop Launch Pod. Where did it go? How did it get there? Okay. I'm not going to worry about it. We can drop Hijack. We're not summoning, so we don't need to be granting attacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we still need to lose 1 more card. Do we lose Poison Mode? I think we lose Poison Mode. And with that, I'm just about ready. Oh, and I need to build a building. And so I'm going to build this enhancer. So 5, 6, 6. We're very low on wood, so we'll make it 4, 6, 6 from the carpenter. So 4, 5, 2. 4, 4, 2. 3, 0, 0. So we need to lose 3 inspiration. Oops. But that will allow us to upgrade the enhancer and 1 morale. Reduce repeat penalties by 25 per enhancement. We get 1 prosperity, and we read 56.3. And I am now at 12 out of 12 buildings built, but building phase is after downtime, and downtime is when you retire. So Infuser retires next time we come back to town, even if we lose. But I don't think we're going to lose. I think the strategy I've come up with is going to work. And we will just have to see. I was thinking about it last night while I was laying in bed, and I'm relatively confident. I don't know. We'll see. What was that? 56? Enhancer upgraded. The entirety of Voice of 8 stands to greet you when you enter the newly completed enhancement building. The inside is breathtaking, covered in ethereal glass they used to construct the Aether outpost to the north. We must thank you, adventurer, Voice of 8 says. Because of your diligence, not only has our outpost been restored, but our presence here in this settlement has been strengthened as well. We have fully established connections with the Aethers across the world, and many regularly come to visit and share knowledge. Some may even be willing to offer a few artifacts in the trade stall, and we hope that whatever. If you have Forgotten Circles, add things. I do not have Forgotten Circles. Are those items in here? 150... Wait, but that's a ring, isn't it? 150, 155, 157, 163? Maybe they're just... Okay, those are the item numbers from the other game, and so you just have, like, duplicate item numbers. That would make sense. The Doom Powder I got on Kelp here is from Gloomhaven. And, you know, this would be really good on Prism. Maybe not really good on Prism, but this is always an item I used to run on a summoning class in Gloomhaven, just to protect a summon. Like, you know, you can turn it any emergency situation into like, attack for 2. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go. So we get a boat event on the way there. Oh, okay, this one doesn't matter. We just do option B because it's winter. And we do another event. And then this one also doesn't matter, option A. And it goes back and we get a morale. The starting boat events I have all memorized from speedrunning. Mostly because one day I spent a really long time. I went through all of the first 40 events for the outpost and road phases and everything, and I made a spreadsheet of like what the correct answer is on all of them, so that I could have up during speedruns. And then as like I got to a boat event, it was like, oh, I totally forgot to to put boat events in here. And so I just like went through and studied one night and memorized the right answers for the boat events, for the starting boat events. We need to add that point for the Fish King in the tools. Easy. Move that, and we're ready to go. I guess, do I want Infuser? We'll put Infuser over here so that the elite will hit the Infuser and the normal into Kelp. And I think we're ready to go. So let's... do I even want to look at challenges? Not really. Enemies add 3 health. I think that this is going to be difficult no matter what. Isn't this what we had last time? Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about challenges. Not supposed to. That's probably what happened. I probably shuffled it. We'll grab battle goals. Maybe I forgot to put that one on the bottom. That's probably what happened. I put it back on top. Either way, it's shuffled in there now. And adjacent to walls or obstacles? Probably not, right? Never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy except through forced movement. I don't know. We'll go for Wallflower. We start on the wall, so it's fine. Never play your lower initiative. Absolutely not. 2 losses in the same turn. I would really like to get this. Do I just turn 1, do Skull Collection and Mantle of Dread? Let's just do it. Because my plan is going to be getting me a lot of trophies. If all goes according to plan. Part of me wants to bring Mantle or Morbid Camouflage here for this move to go invisible. And I think I'm going to do it. Which means a card to drop, which would probably be Skewer the Flesh. But Skewer the Flesh is probably better. I just don't really want to pay the trophies on Skewer the Flesh if I'm playing Skull Collection. Let's try this. All right, I'm ready. So we're going to start with Skull Collection, Mantle of Dread, because why not? And then next turn I can move in Death Spiral. Actually, let's put Prism over here. And then I can get to this part, and I can just start hitting the Fish King. So I think I'm going to start in Hunter-Killer mode. I guess the only problem with this is that No, I don't think there's really a problem with this. I suffer the 2 damage. I need to be baned from the scenario effect. We'll do Hunter-Killer mode, I think. And then I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to hit the boss. So we'll do Disassemble with Spinning Blades to just hit the boss as much as possible. And then on Infuser, I really just want to get infusions, so I guess that's just kind of our standard Swift Pivot plus Coalescing Darkness. Or if I go after Kelp, Kelp is going to set Dark for me, so I don't need Dark. I could just go straight into, like, Boon of the Tempest. Let's do that. Let's do that. Special 2 from the boss. So I can pick who he targets, either Kelp or Infuser, and then I guess he'll blow up the Elite Pig, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's definitely between these two, because it targets the furthest away, right? Targets the furthest enemy, attacks them, pulls them, poisons them. Then he kills the closest pig, and all enemies adjacent to it suffer. Okay. And then the pigs are a tie, so we'll have him kill the Elite. So we'll have him target Kelp. Oh, or do we get to pick? He targets the furthest away. It doesn't say anything about him targeting in a reverse initiative order, and Kelp would be faster in initiative order. So I guess I could have boots to switch it, but I think it would make sense that he targets Kelp here. He does 9 damage. Man, that's brutal. 9 damage and a poison. And then I'm still going to get hit by this pig this turn, who's going to get an attack for 5. I think I'm going to lose a card. Let's lose Morbid Camouflage. I don't know. Okay. And then I get pulled in. Oops. What was that? What was that game? It probably doesn't like the extra point that I added. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he pulls me 4 and poisons me. Okay. I mean, that's a start. Prism suffers 2, and then moves 1, 2, 3, and attacks for 1, but it's attack for 2 because of the Hunter-Killer. Okay, it does 4. And then attack for 3. Attack for 3. Okay, so that's 7. And then attack for 4. And it does 5. So 16 damage. We didn't quite get to the 30, but that's okay. Man, I really wish I had gone slow on Prism. It would have been so much better and made so much more sense if I went slow on Prism. But I think at this point I'm going to Forest Imp. So I heal this, I remove this poison, and I don't get anything on Infuser. But I don't want to suffer that Bane damage, obviously. Oh, and this Elite Pig needed to die. And now it's just a normal pig is going to attack for 4. Give me a wound. Oh, and so Infuser, I guess I don't even actually get to set elements on Infuser, do I? Or, well, no, I get to take Kelp's turn. So I will set Skull Collection and set Mantle of Dread, which gives me my battle goal if we can just win the scenario. But I have already lost 3 cards on Kelp, so maybe that's not the best start. And then now what am I doing on Infuser? I can't boots. I guess I can move with my bottom. I set Dark on Kelp. I guess I move to... Oh, and I would rather Radiant Boon than Infusion Potion. So move 2 with Coalescing Darkness. Move 2 with boots. And attack the boss for 3 with Boon of the Tempest. with the Radiant Moon doing wind, and then the Dark that Kelp set. And I get Leaf. It does 3 damage. What am I doing with that Leaf? I could just Mana Potion right now to get the Ancient Rites of Power. How else am I getting elements? There's not really any other good way, so I think that's what I'll do. Mana Potion to get Wind and Dark. And new turn. So I think my priority this turn is going to be bringing in a summon and transferring it. I want to go faster than his special ones in case he gets the card where he melee attacks, right? And I want Kelp to not be the focus, because if he gets special 2, he'll kill the pig. So I need somebody to go faster than Kelp, and I need all of my characters to go faster than, like, the 70s. Actually, 36 would be the optimal speed for everyone to underspeed, because that's his standstill, and that's, like, the boss default move in melee. So I think Reassemble's speed makes a lot of sense here. And then I just back off and place a summon. And so now on Kelp, attack with stun into Piranha Pig's pretty good. I need to underspeed 26, since that's their standstill. So do we just go 18 here? That seems fine. And then I guess I can boots. Yeah, at 18 I can boots to underspeed all of the Fish King cards if he gets special 2, so that I don't suffer the 9. And then onto Infuser. We just have to Ancient Rites of Power. I mean, there's not really... We've got all 3 elements, so there's not much else to do. Unfortunately, I can't do anything super useful with the bottom, so we'll go for 35, which is, like, the perfect initiative, right? Yeah, this all works. I was thinking I didn't want to go fastest on Kelp, so that I could get out, or so that I wouldn't be targeted with the suffer damage, but once I realized that I can just boots to underspeed it, it's fine. So Kelp suffers from the wound. I'm really glad that I win at 18. I'll just attack and stun the Piranha Pig. And it'll deal 3 and stun. And then I guess I'll just move right here and wound the pig. And then it'll take its turn and suffer from the wound. I'm perfectly comfortable here on Prism. I think doing my Master Scepter to go ahead and heal Kelp, get rid of its wound, and give it a ward. That just feels good, right? And then I want to summon, and if I just summon behind myself, then I don't have to worry about the boss. So we'll summon Rapid Fire. And then I don't want him to target Rapid Fire if he's targeting furthest away. So I move here so that he targets Prism if he targets furthest away next turn. I also need to suffer 2 because I was in Hunter-Killer mode at the start of the turn. But I'm not really doing any attacks. Maybe I should have used that Frenzy Potion here. I don't know. Okay, and then Infuser is going to do a bottom attack for 3. Wow, okay. It's going to deal 4 and then crit for 8. And then I'm going to Ancient Rites of Power. We'll do the attack first. It's going to deal 4, which is going to put him to the next threshold. And then I will bless after the attack. So we got him down to 90. Which means we check if there's Leaf, right? You land a solid blow and the Fish King staggers back, his concentration momentarily broken. All the chaotic energies swirling around the chamber are suddenly drawn back into him. Moments later, his form dematerializes, warping into a roiling portal. My eye is, like, really dry. I need eye drops, but I don't think I have any. A gust of wind issues forth, battering you back. This must be the realm from which he is drawing his powers. There is nothing to do but to steady yourself and jump in. Set his health points to 90. Any figure adjacent to him can spend 1 movement to go adjacent to the glowing orb. I'm pretty sure when it says any figure, it does not mean monsters, because like here it says there's no line of sight and you can't find a focus. So like monsters can't find a focus between them, and it doesn't say anything about monsters now being able to find a focus. So I don't think that they can. If wind is strong or waning, you can consume it to cause a wind demon to suffer. But oh, my eye really hurts. Okay. We didn't get any elements. We used all of them, and I don't have mana potion anymore. I could use infusion potion, but that's not really the play. I think I just, like, do attacks, and I just hope. We haven't gotten summon out of the Fish King, which is really nice. I guess it's only turn 2. But that is nice. Oh, I'm really dumb. Okay, it's okay. We can pick whoever for this guy's second target. So he doesn't have to shoot the bolter. He can shoot Kelp. Or Prism. 1, 2, 3. I think I would rather go into Prism, actually. So Wind Demons go, and then now it's the boss. Because I finished Infuser. So first into Infuser, it does 6. And then into Prism, it does 7. I really should have used my Energized module to switch. Oh, and I really should have used this shell armor if I was going to take damage. What was I doing? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I still have to suffer 2 at the beginning of my next turn. That's dumb. Okay, so my plan here is to go really late, move in. So I need to play my move 4 jump and summon my Shocking Pulse. On Kelp, there's not all too much to do. Maybe I just Doom Powder into this guy so that he can't do anything. We'll just go faster than the 20s so that we can figure out what exactly we want to do from there. I can just pay a trophy to poison him and then move to Muddle and then pay a trophy to Bane him. And that would all work out. And then Infuser, there's really not much to do. Maybe I just heal and I reduce it to get the thing. It just says he's immune to damage, not to being targeted, right? He's immune to damage, so I can still target him to get the Dark out of Caress of the Night. Is a thing. Also, maybe I just ward myself. I'm going to want to get Bounty of the Earth, so I guess I can use the leaf from that. Maybe let's do Swift Pivot and Caress of the Night. Yeah, I like that. And then I can get 2 elements. Okay, we did get a melee attack from the pig, which is very interesting. I guess that means that I just default attack rather than baning, because, like, killing this guy isn't really a priority, since, like, the Fish King can just explode it at any time. Like, what do I even get out of killing him, right? All I need to do is make sure that he's not damaging me. And so, do I want to deal 10 damage to him just for him to hit me back and to take some of my trophies? Not really. So, I'll just do a default attack for 2. And it's going to deal 2. Oh, it's Infuser first, but that doesn't matter. Infuser's going to attack for 2 into the boss. And hey, it does no damage, but it sets Leaf. Then I'll set Wind with Swift Pivot, and I set Dark with the Caress of the Night. And then Kelp did 2 damage, and then we'll just... It's teleport 3. So I'm going to teleport here, so that Kelp will be the target of the boss if it's furthest, but he pulls me, and I don't get stunned by the pig. Or don't get deathed by the pig if it's special too. Then Wind Demons go, and they do nothing. Then Pig goes, and it suffers from its wound. Then Fish King goes, and he attacks Infuser, and Infuser does not suffer the damage, but because of Swift Pivot, but the boss doesn't suffer either. And then now we're on to Prism. So Machine Bolter will hit Pig and then Fish King. So Pig, Fish King. It does 2 damage, and actually I get to transfer, which is good. I am going to do that, because now I'm not in Hunter-Killer mode. Is it Jackal Mech? Yeah, Jackal Mech. So now I don't have to suffer the damage, which is very nice. And then with my bottom, I have move 4, so I'll go 1, 2, 3. And I will summon the Arcing Generator right here. And we're in rapid fire mode. And done. Right, that finishes this round. That finishes this round. Oh, no. Before I finish the round, I'm going to Stamina Potion back, disassemble. And now I think we see where we're going from here. So I'm just going to disassemble. I want to make sure I'm first. Do I just go with Faceless Entity? I guess I do. And disassemble. On Kelp, let's just set the Death Spiral. We took that extra damage, or we had to lose that card in the beginning, so my rest cycles are messed up. Actually, Lightning Eel gets everybody an extra turn here, so that's really nice. Let's see, I have every element, so I can do some infusions. Bounty of the Earth to heal, or maybe Veil of Protection to get the ward and the bonus HP. The immune to curses, whatever. It says the boss is immune to damage. Is he immune to conditions? He's immune to damage. Is he immune to brittle? He's not immune to brittle, so why can't I just brittle him? Brittle him, and then do I want to heal or ward myself? Let's ward myself, because he has high base damage, right? And so it is Prism first. So I guess first Jackal Mech will move here and attack for 2 and deal 4, which is nice. And then Arcing General will go here. I have Pierce 2, attack 2, so a 0 does 1 damage. And a 1 will deal 2 damage. And then now... Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking for a split second I could transfer over here and then disassemble both my summons, but I have to be in range of the Wind Demons to disassemble them. So I will disassemble first to get rid of my Jackal Mech and my Arcing Generator. And it doesn't say anything about it being a targeted ability. It just says kill them. So I'm pretty sure I can do it with no line of sight. Because, like, obviously killing your summons is already bad enough. But both of my summons are dead, and then now both of these Wind Demons are dead, because they did not get their one and only heal card. And then, I will Shell Armor. And now it's Infuser, so Infuser is going to eat Leaf Dark. Brittle the boss. And then I ward myself. I get to bless myself, and I'm just not going to do the attack. Given that he's immune to damage, I would hate to draw a bless. I would feel stupid. He's going to attack me and push me, and then the Piranha Pig's going to move and attack. Or, well, no, Piranha Pig first, right? So Piranha Pig goes 1, 2. And attacks for 3, and it's gonna deal 1. That's kind of sad. Eats my ward for 1 damage. Oh, I also think I want to Circle of Elements. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I'll Circle of Elements. That way they don't have the wind. And we'll just turn it into Leaf. And then I can Gemstone Resonance this next turn, and I get the ward out of it. Oh, I also get to increase my current and max health points by 3. Okay. That finishes Infuser, so now we're here. We get attack for 7, attack for 5. So attack for 7 does 6, which will be 3. And then attack for 5, it does 3. Nice. Both Wind Demons die, and this is 2 enemies dying to Bane, so we get 2 more trophies. Then Kelp is just going to set up stun on Banes with Death Spiral. And I guess I'll move closer with Tumultuous Panic. Oh, Prism gets teleported back over, right? Because we finished the thing. When all Wind Demons are dead, 184.5. You have calmed the elemental energies of this realm. The plane collapses on itself, spitting you back into the ritual chamber. The Fish King has rematerialized and is once again amassing chaotic energy. This isn't over yet. Relocate all characters from the other realm to this one into starting hexes, summons close to them. Remove everything from the tile except the glowing orb. And the Fish King can now be damaged. Excellent. And then he does special 1, so he attacks for 7 into Infuser, which I'm not a fan of. It does 6. And he pushes her. Oh, also, I wanted to... yeah, on Kelp's turn, I'm going to use this Lightning Eel. And everybody suffers 2. Lose this ward. But they get to recover a level 1 card. Caress of the Night? Yes. Where did I get that dark from? Oh, Kelp said it. Kelp said it. Okay, okay, good. That's really good for me. Coiled Limbs, reassemble? Well, those are my only options, so probably Coiled Limbs. And... renew turn. Oh, no, he needs to summon, right? Would have been so much happier to forget. Let's see, it's 1-2 or 1-2. Let's put it next to Kelp, because Kelp can just stun it this next turn. And new turn. So I think I just want to summon here on Prism. I really need to do some healing. I kind of like the idea of moving 2 and just Stonewall Potioning. To get that little bit of ward damage reduction for my characters. Yeah, I guess I saved the Coiled Limbs for the big move, and I can just play Mortar Shells here. On the next set, I just go in and I recall top late to get both of these 2 summons out, and then I just disassemble again. So I just need 1 summon in this room. So we'll do that. Here we'll go for a stun. And then here, we just got elements, I guess, for Caress of the Night. Or Bounty of the Earth is probably better. And I can Gemstone Resonance with Infusion Potion, and I think I like that. And the baby is waking up. Hi. Are you ready for that milk now? Do you want to chill here with me and play this turn, or should we feed you first? She's not upset. She was just waking up. I think we'll play this turn, and then I'll go warm up her milk. Alright, this seems totally... This seems perfectly innocuous. Attack 6 from Piranha Pig is kind of gross. This is okay. We get special 1, so he's not going to attack anybody, which is nice. I guess I'm not making any progress on hitting the boss here, which is annoying. Oh, are you upset? So I'll teleport here, and I will wound muddle this guy on the teleport, because it's lacerating stabs. And then I'll pay 1 trophy to poison him, and I'll pay 1 trophy to bane him. And then because he gets baned, he gets poisoned and double cursed. And those curses are probably going to come back to help me, I think. Then Infuser suffers from the wound. I think the first thing I do is Leaf Dark. Are you sure? To Bounty of the Earth. So I get to heal for 3. I get to bless myself. I get to ward myself. I don't have the strength in yet, but that's okay. And then I will Infusion Potion to Gemstone Resonance. And I get to heal myself again and gain Regenerate if he misses. If the enemy misses. I get to bless myself again. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna do... Okay. I went to the playground. Fed the kids, went to the playground. So it's been a very long time. I have absolutely no idea where it was, so I'm going to have to stop the recording, check the video, and then we'll pick it up from there. Alright, the only part I was missing on my turn was the heal 2 and regenerate onto Prism. And that finishes off... Yeah, I did the heal, I can't ward myself again, I did the bless, and I'm not doing the attack. So the heal onto Prism, and I guess that finishes Infuser turn, which would put us straight into Pig. And that seems right to me. So I guess first this Elite Pig is going to suffer 11. And then this normal Pig is going to go 1, 2. And attack for 4. Since I'm not next to any of its allies, it's going to deal 2. And wound. And then Prism heals from the regenerate. What is it doing? I guess I just summon the mortar shells because I don't really want to get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, from here, move 4 is enough for me to get into the next room. So all I want to do is summon this summon. I stay further away on Prism so that if the Fish King gets his long range attack, he hits Prism. Then I guess I need to pop the boss on this next turn. So that I can go ahead and recall Uncoiled Limbs. And that all can work. It's just kind of difficult to do so. So if I Desperate Throw, I do not have boots. This is turn 6, and I use the Stamina Potion. So, Infuser, this is her final turn of the rest cycle. I don't have any elements. I guess I could move over, and I could Sword, and then I get to hit both. I don't get the Strengthen, but I would get the Heal and Regenerate and everything from that. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I wanted to save the Sword for later. Also, I don't even need the sword to kill this pig, because I can just Desperate Throw and get 2 attacks for 5 and kill the pig. But also, if I do the sword, I probably kill the pig with my sword, and then I can Desperate Throw into the Piranha Pig and Fish King. But then my brittle damage is going into the attack for 3 from the sword, rather than the attack from the... If I Lucky Dice it, if I just Lucky Dice and attack for 5, that could do it. Maybe that's the play. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Desperate Throw, and I'm going to Lucky Dice it, and I'm just going to hope that I don't miss. I need the first 3 cards to not be a miss, so 1 in 8 chance. Really wish I had that Precision Potion, but... that is not what we brought. I mean, I really need all of my potions. So that's what I'll go for. I'll just hope that I pick up the kill. I'll go late with Recall and Coiled Limbs. And then I just don't think that I can afford to... only 2 trophies is rough. I really thought I was going to have a lot more than 2 trophies. Do I just Short Rest? What do I even want to play here on Kelp? I don't know. I can't lose Grim Trophies, and I really can't lose Lacerating Stabs, so not Lacerating Stabs. Okay. That's probably one of the better things I could have lost. I need to go faster than 26 so that I can get away from this guy if he's standing still. I don't think it's possible to Bane the boss. Oh, I guess it is if I wound him, right? I teleport to him and I wound him, and then he would have 2 negative conditions, and I could Soul Hunger. Although, like... You're not supposed to be able to place it onto a boss, but, like, is that really the end of the world if I do so? And getting 10 damage into the boss here would be good. Do I want to save Soul Hunger with an Ember Energy Source to, like, take on the Frost Demons? Because the Night Demons shouldn't be an issue. I just go in, I recall, and I disassemble. And we're happy. And that gets all of the Night Demons. Okay, so I think I do Grim Trophies as the initiative with Claw of Doom. This way I can stun this pig if I don't need to do anything. I hope that the Infuser is able to kill the boss, or deal 30 to the boss, and then I go after. Okay, that's totally fine. A basically nothing turn out of the pigs. We just get a wound into Kelp. No big deal. And we get some attacks from the Fish King. That's annoying, but I mean, it just is what it is, right? So, Infuser, I guess I don't want to be retaliated on. 1 second, the baby's crying. Okay, she hadn't gotten to eat because, like, she fell asleep at the playground. And so, now as soon as we get home, well, no, not as soon. I took a shower, but, anyway, so I did the pigs. They wounded my guys. So, Infuser, so I just really need to get the Fish King. Bombardier can hit the Fish King. Kelp, can I Bane the Fish King? Is that what I played? No, I did Claw of Doom. So I can attack for 4, 5 with Strength into the Fish King. And I don't need to hit this guy. Okay. So I can get about 7 damage. So I want to deal about 22 here with Infuser, which with Lucky Dice on an attack 5 would mean like a +1 and a single Bless, plus the Brittle. Should get the boss there. So I guess I go 1-2 with my bottom. I could Caress of the Night bottom to... No, there's no benefit in doing that, right? I just take some Retaliate. There's no benefit. I don't think I did the wound damage. So attack for 5 into... Let's go into the boss first. With the Lucky Dice. Come on now. Just don't miss. I need 1 Bless. Okay. Beautiful. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Blesses for 18. Brittles for the full 30. Beautiful. I could not have asked for that to go better. Oh. Oh, no, it's fine. I didn't set an element, but I didn't need to set an element. Because it would be light on these guys, but I have a way to deal with these guys already. And then we get attack for 5 into the pig. Okay, that's fine. And then that is going to leave Infuser disarmed. But I'm totally content there. I can just long rest this next turn and be very happy. Which now puts us at Kelp, so I guess I just attack. I'll have to take Retaliate, but it's not the end of the world, right? So attack with Claw of Doom. I might get, like, invisibility out of this, which could be good. No, I didn't. So 3 +1 for Heavy Sword, +1 for Poison, +1. It's going to deal 6. So it's going to deal 6. I'm going to take 2 Retaliate. Did I take the wound damage yet? I feel like I probably did. I know I just took the 2 Retaliate. And then I guess I teleport here and I wound the boss. It'll give him disadvantage on his attack into me, which is good. Oh, no, I can't teleport. It's Grim Trophies. And I actually can't reach the boss with just a move, too. So that's a little bit sad. So I'm not going to be able to give him disadvantage. I guess I could go 1-2. I'm probably just going to have to lose a card. So I really messed that up. Yeah, I actually messed that up so badly. I should not have attacked this guy. Because now my fate is not in my own hands on the attack 7 from the boss. And he has to target Kelp because he's closest. I guess I could move here and then he could target Infuser Prism. Do I have any cards that I would want to lose on Prism? I could lose Reassemble and Spinning Blades and not be that upset. Okay, I guess I'll do that. I'll move here, and he'll target Infuser and Prism. Also, I should have done my Stonewall Potion, but I did not. So we get attack for 7 into Infuser. And then 7 into... Oh, no, he can't hit Prism. Prism's outside of the range, because it's only range 3. Is it the end of the world if he targets the Bombardier? Yes, it would be bad. Because even though I have the Strategist Ring to get another summon out, I don't have any more summons that I can summon. Play 1 card to perform all persistent and mandatory abilities, yeah. So I can't do, like, Reassemble. Okay, I guess the attack goes into Kelp. Is it the end of the world if I lose Mortar Shells? It's probably pretty bad. The big problem is just that I can't play 2 bottoms next turn. Because if I could do Disassemble bottom with Reassemble bottom, it would be fine. But if I don't have enough lost summons out... Oh, I should have just warded the summon. Attack 7 into Kelp. Please miss. Okay. The whole conversation was moot. Which is very nice. Bombardier is going to shoot both of these guys. And miss. I guess the boss would be its primary focus because it's closer, right? And so it does 4. And I can switch, but I don't really care. Yeah, I don't care. Rapid Fire is actually probably the best mode for me to be in. If anything. So then I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I play the Recall Loss. And that way I get to get out 2 summons from my discard. From my lost pile. I don't get the experience from them, but I have them out now. And we end the turn. I've gotten very lucky with the boss here, I think. With, like, when he's been summoning and when he's been exploding things. It's not really been that bad. So now it probably will be, right? I need to short rest here. Okay, that's totally fine. And we just play Disassemble. I guess I want it to be fast, right? So I'll do Faceless Entity Disassemble. And then next turn I'm just going to do like long-range missiles for damage. And that'll be at a fine speed. Well, if I even have a next turn, I'll probably just die to Night Demons. Then Infuser wants to long rest here. Kelp... I could Soul Hunger just for the heal. I guess I could go for some attacks to try to get invisibility out. Kind of wish I had Grim Trophy's bottom. Oh, I do also have 3 negative conditions on this pig, so maybe I just Bane him. I have 3 negative conditions on him, and he's already stunned. So, Prism, I guess first, Bombardier is going to shoot Fish King and then Pig again. And deal 4. Actually, so yeah, I would have rathered attacked to get the invisibility, but I got lucky on the boss again, and he's doing nothing. Then... Oh, I didn't actually summon the summons. I will use the Horn of Command to tell the Jackal mech not to attack, because I don't want its wound. And then the Arcing Generator can attack, that's fine. It does 3. No, it's disadvantaged. So it would take the first one, which would be 3. And then Prism heals from the Regenerate, and will kill all 3 of its summons. Not Machine Bolter. Machine Bolter stays alive. And we get to Brittle Bane all 3 Night Demons. Oh, I think last time I forgot to read the section on it. The Fish King reels backwards, screaming in agony, as he once again discorporates. Tendrils of inky darkness pour out from the newly formed gateway, repelled only by what little light remains in this accursed place. Though you feel the Fish King start to weaken, his power persists. Again, you must venture forth. Set him down to 60 health. Any figure adjacent to him can teleport over. If there is light, you can consume it to suffer a trap. And all characters add +1 to their attacks targeting the Night Demon. So I guess that bottom one was supposed to suffer 1 more damage. Or no, it says characters, not summons. But that's fine. We disassembled our boys. Nothing we can really do with Faceless Entity. I will go ahead and ward myself. And there's no reason to play Strategist Ring. Oh. Actually, there is a reason to play Strategist Ring. I can summon my... These 3 cards go away. But I can summon my Spinning Blades and it can tank a hit for me. And then it's Kelp. So I guess I go here and I Bane this guy. I could also just attack him, but it would just be an attack for 2. So, like, it would need to crit to kill. And, like, I would like to get invisibility, but it's not really that big of a deal. So I'll just move here. I can muddle him if I want. I set Dark on the move with Soul Hunger, and then I will Bane. And then he's stunned, so he will just die to Bane on his turn. All of the Night Demons get to go. So first guy number 2, I guess he sees the Sword Propeller, right? And he kills it. And then he dies to Bane. And then guy number 3, attack for 6. Do I just lose a card to that? Yeah, let's just lose Reassemble to that. And then he dies. And then guy number 4. 6 does 7, which with Ward, I would take 3. And then he dies. That's going to give me 3 trophies, because 3 things died to Bane. And then we get 184, which is it's the exact same section as last time, right? You've calmed the elemental energies of this realm. The plane collapses in on itself. So good job, broken level 9 card of Prism. And I guess I come here and I just throw out a long-range missiles and I try to hit the Fish King. Speaking of the Fish King, he just stands still and does nothing. Then this Piranha Pig dies, and that gives me my 5th trophy. And then Infuser suffers from the wound, but then gets to heal 2 and regenerate herself, because I do have the thing out. So let me just get this card and end this turn. Get my items refreshed. Gemstone Resonance comes down. Ah! Card to lose. We need to keep Swift Pivot. Okay, the biggest issue is that I need to find a way to deal with the Frost Demons. I need fire. Did I have the Circle of Elements? I feel like I did not have the Circle of Elements available to me, because I would actually love to turn this dark into fire right now, but I guess that's something that I can do next turn. No summons here is really nice. That means there's not too much that I need to do. Do I just want to, like... Okay, if I blow everything on Kelp and I hit with Prism, my odds of killing the Fish King I think are pretty decent. I guess I could use my boots to get onto him, and I could finish him with a bottom attack, and then I could leave him brittled. And then in the final cycle, I just blow all of my items. I don't even need the brittle, I think. Power Potion with Frenzy Potion plus Ancestral Blade plus a bottom plus a top attack. I think all of that just kills. So maybe I would just want to... Maybe I just want to set Leaf. We can definitely drop Coalescing Darkness here, I think. And so we end the round. I just need to go fast on Infuser. If he targets furthest away, he targets Prism, which I guess is just like a whatever, right? We'll just short rest here. Go at 12. Oh, I can still go faster than him no matter what. So I can just hit him with the long-range missiles. Oh, Spinning Blades was also supposed to come down. I guess I'll just put it in my hand. Disassemble would have been the best card for me to attack with, so that's fine like that. Here, I think I short rest, and I think I just go all in this turn with Lacerating Stabs, Grim Trophies, and I do that as fast as possible. Maybe not as fast as possible, because I want to set fire, right? So I guess I'll Swift Pivot and I'll Crystalline Aegis and get that ward on myself. That might be useful. Okay, good. He did special one, which is the summon one, which sucks, but it's not that bad. So Infuser is going to regenerate. I think I set Leaf with Swift Pivot. I will ward myself with Crystalline Aegis. And then I will use the helmet to turn the dark into fire, because fire melts ice. The same way light burns dark, and I guess leaf blows in the wind. I don't know how leaf counters wind, but they're counterparts. Then it's Prism. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I am in range to just hit from here with long-range missiles. And it's going to deal 5. And then I don't really want to move. I'll just stay back here so that if he gets special 2 next turn, he hits the Prism, which is, I think, the best target for me. Kelp suffers from the wound and is going to spend all 5 trophies and is going to pop this power potion. I really wish that I had started on the boss so that I don't have to end on him. Oh, but I'll probably draw an invisible, right? I get 8 attacks here. So first I get 5 attacks for 3. Also, I can wound the boss finally. I don't know how he's not been wounded yet. So 5 attacks for 3. We get 4, 8, plus 5 is 13, plus 6 is 19. And so we just need to deal 6 more. So I guess Lacerating Stabs is attack for 4. And it does 3. Then Lacerating Stabs is attack for 4. And it does 3, which is going to pull up the other side. And let's get this final attack, and let's draw an invisibility. Finally. Finally. That was exactly what I needed. Invisibility on the final one, when I don't even damage him, but I get to get the invisibility. And then 3 Frost Demons. So it's the same as the Night Demons was. No! The Fish King falls to his knees, gripping the fresh wound. He looks up at you, eyes filled with anger and fear. The portal opens once again, and he turns insubstantial. A burst of frigid air, as if born from the icy depths, tears at your exposed skin. The Fish King's power is now waning. You know what needs to be done. Set his health to 30. Any figure adjacent to him can spend 1 point of movement to go to the other room. Right now, if fire is strong, you can suffer trap damage onto 1 Frost Demon. All characters add +2 to all their attacks targeting Frost Demons. So... oh, I wish I had saved the Brittle card. No. Because going 1, 2, 3, and then I guess Boots and Brittle both would be so good with Desperate Throw, backup and Desperate Throw, so that I don't take the Retaliate, and I get attack. It's +2, so it would be like attack for 14 into them. That would have been so good. And it's like so weird to not have Caress of the Night up. I guess I kind of don't need it at this point. So we do the fire and damage this guy. Then they do nothing. Then the boss can't hit Kelp, so he will just summon an Elite Pig. I guess going after Prism, right? And so Prism is furthest away here. And is just going to be long resting. Oh, Prism still has 2 more turns because I had that other card. That's right. That's nice. So yeah, I'll just long rest here. There's no way I've gotten Wallflower. There's actually a way I got Wallflower, because I know my first turn I ended adjacent to this obstacle. There are actually a lot of obstacles here for me to be ending adjacent to, and then this is an objective. And I think I always ended adjacent to this. It would make sense that I did, because I think I was here and I summoned, right? So maybe I have gotten Wallflower. I think I may give myself it, because it's kind of an easy scenario to get it. So it makes sense to go late, right? To go late, I guess just do a default movement. I haven't used, like, any of these items yet. Also, did I not get any +1 trophies? I don't think I did, which is kind of crazy in 8 attacks. But I guess I can just move in and I can Soul Hunger. It'll be very hard to get 2 targets, which makes me kind of not want to. I don't get anything special off of the movements. Yeah, I can't get 2 targets unless I give conditions with Infuser. So we'll go Soul Hunger and I guess, like, Succumb to Fear for the move. What am I doing here? I go at 87. That's a good speed. And I guess I just go in and I Desperate Throw. I don't know what else. No, I go in and I Gemstone Resonance. Yeah. Okay. Special 2, that's good. That's so good, actually. That's why we kept Prism here. So the boss attacks Prism and kills it, and pulls it in and poisons it, and then kills the pig, and that will kill Prism. But that's fine. And then the Frost Demons do nothing. And then Infuser goes 1, 2, all with jump, and then 3. So do I use Boots so that I can get multi-target here? The problem is the Retaliate, but I think it's fine. So use the Boots to go in between. Then Gemstone Resonance. I don't get to heal an ally. But I can heal myself. I'll heal myself after, so that I get the Regenerate, right? So first I'll bless myself, then I'll attack for 5 because of the +2 on the left and then the right. Okay. We get Leaf again. So we deal 5 and 6. Unfortunately, I don't wound and muddle these guys. And then I suffer 1. And then I suffer 3. And then I get to heal for 3. Get Regenerate and Ward on myself from finishing off the other actions. And then next turn, I have Desperate Throw, so I'll just back off and Desperate Throw and hit 2 targets. And then once I can get onto the boss, I just need to do, like, Desperate Throw with Swift Pivot bottom, with Ancestral Blade, with Major Power Potion, with Frenzy Potion. It's looking doable. If I just do a default move, I can go 1, 2. I suffer from the wound, but I will wound this guy on the move, and then I will hit him with the stun. And then now that he has those conditions, I can give him the Bane from Soul Hunger. Which, the nice part about this is I get to heal for 5 and remove my wound. And we're new turn. And that guy's stunned, so I don't have to worry about him doing anything. I just back up on Infuser, and I hit both of these guys. This guy is stunned. And then I guess Kelp just... Unfortunately, I can't Succumb to Fear. So yeah, I'm fine with dropping it. I can't really do anything with Grim Trophies either. Also, Lacerating Stabs, I played the loss. So I guess this is like my final turn. But I can just move to Wound, and then I can attack, move, attack. It seems sufficient. Nothing out of the boss, special 2, but there's nobody for him to focus. So that's beautiful. Infuser is going to regenerate and then go 1, 2, 3. Attack. Let's attack this Frost Demon and then this Frost Demon, both for 7 with Desperate Throw. So top. Okay. That's going to deal 7. So now he dies to Bane. And then this Frost Demon down here, guy number 2. Dang. Actually, I think I would rather have Leaf. And so I deal 7 again. And then Kelp has move 2, wound. And then I have attack 1, move 2, attack 2. But it's attack 3, move 2, attack 3. So attack 3, it's going to deal 4. Then move 2, 1, 2. And then attack 2. with the Doom Powder. And I guess we'll make it Ember Energy Source. So it's attack for 5, just +1 with this, with the Doom Powder. Ugh. And so it's going to deal 3. And then guy number 2 gets stun, poison, and they get a curse. And I might as well, on their turn, this guy will come up to me. Do I parry and gauntlet? Because if I parry and gauntlet, I die to the retaliate. If he attacks me and I die, then I lose these 2 cards, and I don't get another turn anyway. So let's parry and gauntlet. Attack for 3. And 3 + 2 is 5, + 2 is 7. And then I die to the retaliate. But that was his focus, so he doesn't get another turn. This guy up here dies. And it is all down to Infuser, who is unfortunately disarmed right now. But I just need her to survive this turn, which means long resting. Oh, I could have Ghost Cloaked. We're right back. I need to figure out if I'm short resting or long resting. And it kind of feels like the answer needs to be short resting. I think if I short rest, I never lose. I'll be right back. Okay, so if I long rest, benefit of long resting, the biggest benefit I think is that I get my boots back. Meaning that I can use the boots from the corner. I can use the boots to go 1, 2, 3, and I can hit the boss. I'm probably killing the boss with Swift Pivot bottom, Desperate Throw top, right? So if I do this, it is attack with Power Potion, attack for 6, attack for 6, attack for 5, attack for 5. 6, 6, 5, 5. Unfortunately, it's not strengthened unless I take the time to get the strengthen here. 6, 6, 5, 5. With the number of blesses I have, I feel like that's definitely going to deal 30 damage. So I probably kill the boss in a singular turn, right? Which I guess means that I long rest here, because I've got 6 cards to lose. If I lose Crystalline Aegis, I don't care. If I lose Guide the Flow, I don't care. The only thing that I would really care about is if I haven't done enough damage to the boss for Desperate Throw to kill. Oh, but it's 6, 6, 5, 7, right? 6, 6, 5, 7 is 17 plus 7 is 24. That's 24 base damage before any modifiers. So a well-placed miss would be very devastating. So I would love to set up the strengthen before I do this. Also, you know, it's kind of a... I mean, I'm going into all of that. I need to figure out a way to kill these guys. Right? Because if I long rest and they come up to me and they hit me, I don't just, like, instantly kill them. So maybe I do short rest. The problem is if on the short rest I lose either Desperate Throw or Swift Pivot. I guess Desperate Throw is the worst thing to lose, because instead of Swift Pivot, I can just do Guide the Flow and it's fine. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to short rest. Oh, this is only hand items. Dang it. I thought I could use it to get my boots or helmet. Dang it. Because if I could recover both of these items on a short rest, that would be really good. I've got the Ghost Cloak. This is the time to use the Ghost Cloak. Okay. So I'm going to long rest. Because once I get the heal 2, it's very likely that I'll be able to use the Ghost Cloak, even if I have to lose 2 cards. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so these guys just come here, and they do nothing. Oh, that was so easy. Okay, so I get to heal for 3. This comes down. I get to recover my items. I get to pick the card to lose. And then next turn, I can just Ghost Cloak if they're going to survive. But I probably Desperate Throw them. What can I do to get elements? Right, because I need... If I want to set Caress of the Night, which I do because it gives me, like, guaranteed kill on the boss. Let's not forget the boss. He did summon an elite pig here. I don't think that matters, but he did do it. Is there any chance that I drop Gemstone Resonance here? Maybe it's the least useful card. Maybe it's Crystalline Aegis. Okay. And so now I would love to get some elements. I guess Swift Pivot top with Guide the Flow bottom is actually pretty good here. Because I very likely kill with Guide the Flow bottom. Not very likely. I very possibly kill with Guide the Flow bottom, and then Swift Pivot makes me immune to a damage. I like that. Okay, just attack for 4. I think that'll be okay. So let's Guide the Flow. Wait, why do I have these elements still? Shouldn't these elements have gone away last turn? Did I not end the round? I probably didn't end the round. Undo? Okay, so end the round. It's probably not going to make any difference on anything. I think it changed one of the cards. I'm not sure. Okay, so I Guide the Flow here. I just realized that now I don't get the heal out of it, and it means I lose my ward, though. But I can Ghost Cloak if I need to. And I've got ward right now, so I don't ever die to Retaliate plus Ghost Cloak, which is good. Okay, so attack for 3, attack for 3. Ooh. Okay, I got the Dark, which is nice. That's what I needed for Caress of the Night. So my attack for 3 does 3, and then it does 4. I take 1 Retaliate, and then I take 3. And then I guess I Ghost Cloak to go invisible. And then next turn I can Caress of the Night, and then I will be strengthened on the Caress of the Night. And I do Swift Pivot top right now. I don't get the damage from Swift Pivot top, but with a strengthened attack, I'm very likely to kill that guy. It's still not 100%, but I do get to heal 3 and ward regenerate myself first. And then I'm not disarmed or anything. Okay. I think we're in there. We do get another summon out of the boss, which is annoying, so hopefully he'll give us special 2 this next turn. This guy suffers from wound. And so now I just go late with Caress of the Night top. We'll just play Gemstone Resonance. That doesn't matter. The boss does get special 2, so he kills one of his pigs. And then the pig does nothing, and then Infuser. Or, well, no, then the Frost Demons. And now Infuser. So first I will Caress of the Night, because I don't need the movement on Gemstone Resonance for anything, so I can use it after I kill these guys to get onto the boss. So first I Caress of the Night. This way I get to heal myself for 3. I don't get Regenerate because I don't have Gemstone Resonance, but I do get warded. Heal myself for 3, get warded, get strengthened. I'll bless myself at the end. Heal 3, and now I get to do the attack for 3. So strengthened attack 3, strengthened attack 3. Oh, come on. 3 of my blesses. I do kill both of these guys, which will then get us 184.5. Yeah, the same thing, 184.5. I also forgot about the +2 damage. But I don't think that's going to matter. I'm pretty sure we've got it. You've calmed the elemental energies, relocate. And then I'm last this turn, but I still have a move 3 bottom from Gemstone Resonance. And I don't need any elements. I just short rest here and don't lose Swift Pivot. And so I think this is guaranteed. I use the Ghost Cloak. And now we just go at 8 speed, and I don't think I can be stopped. Because I'm strengthened. And the pig's not even attacking. Easy. So let's do Swift Pivot first. So attack for 4, Power Potion to make it attack for 6. Cool. We dodged the miss. And we automatically did 12 damage. Yeah, we can't fail. Then Frenzy Potion to get attack for 6. And we'll deal just another casual 12. And then sword to get to do all the buffs and get a casual attack 5, and we'll deal 7. And then now he dies to wound. Or we can desperate throw him and set all the elements when we kill the boss. Oh, whoops. I think I accidentally hit end round, but it doesn't matter because he was dead. Infuser still... I guess I could have used my boots to move over here, right? So I can pick up one piece of loot. And that's it. That was a very good final scenario for Infuser. It was a very good, like, welcome to level 9 for Prism. I don't know how I would have approached it without the level 9 card. And I don't want to think about it. But we're in there. We made it. Failed to load image. Gain threat from the deep. Gain Waveblade 201. Add boat 19. We don't get to do any of this stuff. Although it probably doesn't matter. Maybe we did add boat 19 on the other side. I'm not sure. With a pained gurgle, the Fish King finally stops thrashing. The tendrils of chaos circling him recede, and reality returns to the room. His limp body, now returned to its original size, flops on the ground. Scaleless. You stand over the Fish King, and see only hatred in his eyes. What have you... At this point, his own mistreated piranha pigs descend upon him, chewing and gnawing in a frenzy. You grab whatever valuables are within reach, including the Leviathan scale and the spear, and the Fish King cleared it, doesn't need them anymore, and make a quick exit back to the ship. You hope the able-eyed left behind will be able to thrive without their megalomaniac ruler and leave Frosthaven alone in the process. Lee-Ray looks ecstatic when you deliver this scale to him and explain what happens. Truly fascinating, he marvels. You look him dead in the eye and warn him that no one should try to control the scale's power. Absolutely, I agree, Lee-Ray nods. He carefully deconstructs the scale into 3 parts, and then releases a breath, and he seems surprised he was holding. You can rest assured that we will only study it for historical importance, and the Storm Society will keep it safe. I will journey to our headquarters to deliver it immediately. Thank you for all your help. Why do I feel like that's going to go badly? Maybe that's what Boat 19 is? Do we have Boat 19 in the deck yet? Oh, no, we don't. Well, we don't get to add it, because we did the other one. Oh, well. Which side was better? I think... I don't know. I liked both of these levels. I liked both of these levels a lot. I feel like Apotheosis was not the worst level to end on, but just seeing that like there was an extra level and not getting to do it was really disappointing. Like thinking that there was going to be one more and then it being my final trap scenario was a little bit disappointing. The infiltrating the lair scenario, this was a hard one, but it was fun. It was a good one. It was very much more of like just a standard Gloomhaven level where there are just like 5 rooms and just go kill all the enemies. There's just the one thing with the Chaos Demon spawning behind and then having to plug the hallways, but that didn't end up proving to be super significant. Yeah. So let's go back to town. Getting close to done with winter. An invoice from the Frost... Oh, this just seems so similar to this one, right? Because, like, this is all about the Frost Speakers. An envoy from the Frost Speaker greets you as you enter Mayor Sotha's cabin. The Algox speaks with formal tone. Our enmity with Frosthaven is past, but the scars of war take long to heal. As a show of friendship, the Frost Speakers wish to return the spoils of our raids on your town. We cannot bring back those who have fallen, but making amends is our only way forward. She gestures to a few bundles of tools and other gear stacked in the corner. It's not in good shape, if it ever was. It all looks old and weather-beaten, but some of it probably serviceable. Before you can answer, the Algox continues. We know, too, that for some, regaining that which has been lost can open old wounds that are better left closed. It would be painful for your town to see the belongings of fallen friends. I offer an alternative. We will purchase this gear from you, in exchange as partners in trade. Sotha looks to you. You've been in this fight almost as long as I have. What do you think? Option A, take the equipment. Option B, sell it. Let's sell it. Because I'm kind of short on stuff. Huh, so we could have gained any one crafted resource if we'd done A, but we did B. So we get 2, 2, 2, and 1 prosperity. So I'll take that. Frosthaven has made do without these old tools for long. It's better to let the dead lie. You'd rather have the goods you can use, and trading hides with an Algox is better than trading blows. So 2, 2, 2. Dang, I didn't get like any money on Infuser to spend. That's okay. I don't think we really need gold on Prism. I do think I did get Wallflower. And I did definitely get Ravager, because I did 2 losses on turn 1. I feel like I did get Wallflower, unless it doesn't count after you're dead. End each of your turns adjacent. I mean, each turn that I ended, I was adjacent to a wall. I think I get it. So I'll put another point here, but I'm 9 XP away from leveling. 11 away from leveling. And then here, I'm 71 XP away from retiring. Add another +1. Yeah, +1 heal oneself. Like, why not add another heal card, right? I don't feel like I need the wound, and like sometimes wound can be bad for me. And Infuser. we finished 12 buildings at the same time as we finished getting 600 experience, so we can retire from either of those. GG Infuser. Let's go in order. I mean, for what it's worth. So spend 18 gold here, so we'll spend 2 and then 16. And that'll get 333. Man, I really want to play... So I think I'm doing Fist as my next character, most likely. I really want to play an easy level for it first, but I don't think there are any levels in here that I've ever played before. Okay, so maybe we'll go through and play some of these levels that were locked out. Like, I think scenario 12 would be pretty doable for my party. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know if I'm going to play all of these, because, like, I've played them before, and, like, Avalanche is not super remarkable. This boss fight can be interesting, but I don't know. 19 was a cool level. Sky Hall. 39 I definitely want to play, and 56 and 57 I want to play. 30 I want to play, but it's extremely difficult. Trying to think what 40 is. Oh, 40 is like the helping the Algox, and then 48 is like a winter blizzard thing. Yeah, I have no idea what level I'm going to play next. I need to check up on the puzzle book and see how I am on that, because it might be that I have unlocked endgame now. I'm not 100% sure. I think I've played this Furious Factory before. That one's probably not too hard. Oh, this Runes of Solstice. I'll do that one, I think. In my memory, this is a relatively easy scenario, and it looks like it's a 3-scenario chain, so maybe I can just do those. And it's not force-linked. Is that a calendar symbol? We'll do that next. So I did this. I get my herbs. So let's get boom, boom, boom. Let's get rid of my stuff. So I get rid of these 2 herbs and 2 wood. And then I don't get to donate for the blesses anymore. I mean, I guess I could on my other characters, but they're not as good with blesses as Infuser is. Oh, what a sad day. I loved Infuser. This was such a fun character. I mean, absolutely by far the best element-based character I have ever played. Setting up the infusions and having just huge chain reactions is so much fun. Gemstone Resonance is like... Maybe... I wish that this were a level 1 card. I don't think that it should be possible to not get this card. I mean, I guess you could go for a summon build that like doesn't really do infusions. I guess you could, but like, why would you want to do that? the whole mechanic of like lowering your attacks or lowering your moves to get to set elements. The the best thing it has going for it are the tools that you have in the game to give yourself extra elements between the circle of elements and the major and the potions and the radiant boon. It's just like it all stacks up to where like it feels really complicated and like there's a lot that you need to get done, and then in the end it just turns into being very manageable. Very manageable. They really, really knocked this class out of the park. So much more fun than like the main element-based class in Gloomhaven, I would have to say. So I definitely enjoyed my time. Even if I had to resort to using those really OP swords in that one level. Yeah, I just get money for selling these things back, so it doesn't matter. So these go into purchasable, and I think I'm done now. I think I'm at the point where I get to just sell my items. Put the ancestral blade back, and then the potions are the only ones that matter because I get to turn each of these into one herb. So we'll take the rock root, arrow vine, rock root, flame fruit, arrow vine. So 2 rock roots, 2 arrow vine, 1 flame fruit. Get donated. And we're in there. Do I go ahead and delete? It's so sad. I got both my masteries. That's really nice. Level 9, 600 XP. Maxed out perks, which is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 18. If that's how I was counting it. I don't know what I'm supposed to count. The check marks or the tick boxes, but either way. Oh, the back of the mat. 92.2. I feel I've reached my current potential. You were sitting with the Infuser at the crater, discussing the future. I still feel like there is room to grow, but I'm not learning anything new just by fighting the same old monsters over and over. I think I need to return to the library. You nod and drink your ale. The Infuser's drink remains untouched. There's just so much more knowledge out there. I know it. I'm glad I could be of some use for a while, but I think I've got to think about my own journey, and it's one of knowledge. The Infuser stands and gives you an uncomfortable, slightly spiky hug. Thank you for understanding. I'm sure I'll see you all around. Add 42.2 in 6. Count them 6 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 42.2. And now, just like that, she's gone. While we listen to Ilya's lullaby. Is that what this is from Twilight Princess? It's called Save Ilya. This was player 3 playing the Infuser. Got to level 9. Had 18 perks and 2 masteries. Sad day. Alright. 2 X's. Build, not destroy. 85 we already have, so we get 21. The inn. Buy 1 material resource for 2 gold. Interesting. Items whose crafting costs include at least 15 items. We get 39. Do I have 39? Yes, I do. The jeweler. Okay, that would be a good one. 72. Do we have 72? We do not have 72. So that's a good one to get. Put those in there. We can just do that. Oh no. Why did it not give me my cost? Okay, it can't load it. I'll have to look up what it costs. Okay, I couldn't find it online, so I had to open my Frosthaven box and open the envelope. So I've never had this building before. I mean, my physical Frosthaven playthroughs have never gotten past. Man, this is cool. Never gotten past the second winter. I don't think I've ever even started the second winter. It costs 44410. Prosperity 2, 44410 to get the inn. So, not a huge deal. Hopefully we can remember that. What else do I need to do here? I guess that's it. We're about done. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to do here. I can build a building. Is there anything I super care about? I probably don't have enough resources for it. I would want metal, but 1063 is going to be like so expensive. Yeah, not even close. So we'll build a building next time, most likely. Maybe not, because we'll be spending gold on our characters to give Fist some stuff. So no building a building, and I don't think there are any other items that I want, because I looked at items for a while on figuring out the level. So oh, I could build the inn. Let's do that. 4, 4, 4, and 10. And then now we can get to this, which is much better. So we get 1 prosperity and 151.2. Once the inn is complete, you can't believe what a difference it makes to Frosthaven. Having a warm location in which to rest and gossip will invite people with diverse backgrounds and abilities. Their presence will bring in much-needed labor, promoting the production of the other buildings and spurring the exchange of ideas and invention. Frosthaven no longer feels like such a remote outpost. The inn is a sturdy timber longhouse. Its evergreen fresh scent pervading the lobby. The proprietor is a generous quattro who helped design the building, insisting on the nailless joints and the carving of the mountain range over the fireplace. You know you'll always have a room here, she greets you warmly, her long fingers handing over the key with the numbered plate, especially if you bring me plenty of lively tales to share with my patrons. Winter Outpost 71, Summer Outpost 55. Winter 71. Wow, that is getting thin. And 55. The summer, interestingly, has more than the winter, or fewer. Okay, and so yeah, the building just allows us to purchase one additional, any one additional resource for the same price as the other ones, but it's like a wild card one. So we get a lot of stuff every time we come back to town. A lot of stuff. And we'll go for the Solstice ruins first. Ruins of the Solstice. And I guess I'm done here, and I'm probably just going to immediately, I'm going to turn this off and then turn it right back on and start filming my Fist, because I really need to break down Fist stuff. I personally have played it to level 2, and in my physical playthrough, my friend I was playing with played it to level 4, maybe 5. So I've seen it. We'll figure it out.